LA, LA, LA. I'm going back to LA. I guess so. I'm going back to LA, LA, LA. I'm going back to LA. I guess so. I'm going back to LA for a little fun. This is what we did back in 1981. We take a little drive and bring our radio. There is no life in San Diego. We drive for 2 hours up the I-5. 6 o'clock is when we arrive. We will hang out by a burger stand and eat a lot of food, as much as we can. We turn the dial to a little bit of heaven. KMET 94.7. It's about time for the 4-hour show. It's the one and only Dr. Demento. He plays wacky vinyl, warped cassettes, even cylinders, as good as it gets. Our tape cassettes are ready for the show. C30, C60, C90, go. Our tape recorders have fresh batteries, so that our work will be a breeze. Just before we hear the doctor is in, we then push the record button. We will tape every funny song. We'll be having fun all night long. We'll listen to Cheech and Chong, Stan Friedberg, Barnes and Barnes, Shel Silverstein, Dickie Goodman, and Frank Zappa, and Alan Sherman, Weird Al Yankovic, George Carlin, Tom Lehrer, and the list goes on and on. We do this every single week. This is what we like. Music for a geek. When it's 9 o'clock, it's top 10 time. The songs are so good, it must be a crime. What song will be number one? After it gets played, then we are done. At 10 o'clock, it's time for us to go and drive on back to San Diego. We listen to the tapes while we drive back. When we get home, we'll hit the sack. Then next Sunday, we'll do it all again and listen to the doc from 6 till 10. We'll play the funny tapes all week long. With dementia, we can't go wrong. It's a little bit of heaven, 94.7 KMET, Tweedledee. This is DJ Radio. I'm out. Peace.
That was another certified banger by the one and only, the incomparable, the incomprehensible, the incredible David Tanney. I'm just on a kick. I played him last week. I was like, we've been doing this show for 15 years. I've never played. Well, I mean, we've been doing the show 15 years. I've been playing the music 13 and a half years, and I've never played anything from that guy. I realized that last week. I was like, oh shit. I was thinking about it the other day. Fandramon says that one was meh. Let me just real quick, give me a second. Let me remind you of the one that we played last week. I mean the guitar licks and that the riffs that he put down, the little thing, they got repetitive. But this is the one we played last week.
Listen,
yeah, so I mean the 2010 version of Going Back to LA is maybe it's not as energetic as that one. It's just not as soulful. Vandermon's like, that one was worse. Okay, so this one was better. Yeah, that's the most listenable that song has ever been. That was the 2010 redo of Going Back to LA, because the original is just genuinely unlistenable. So, you know, why must we suffer? So it's on funny turns, right? They do have the same energy as the dinosaur multiplication. I gotta put that shit on the Cola Incorporated channel. I've been trying to work on Steamroll and other stuff. I actually have every tape we've done from Cassette Roulette is sitting on my desk in my little home office with the thing with the player that's plugged in with the the 3.5 millimeter thing, the line in. It's all everything's set up. I just have to. The problem is that the process of ripping a tape onto the computer takes as long as the tape is. So it's not like I can just hit fast forward and it just uncodes the whole thing. That doesn't work that way. Hey Daniel, 3D Dinosaur just dropped on Steam. That's you're right, from a Zoom platform. Great guys over at Zoom. Again, they've sponsored me before, but I'm not being paid to say that. I genuinely do think that they have a great product. I do agree. I just wish there was a way to give that game achievements, because Lord knows I'd get all of them. I did write a guide though. If you look up the 3D Dinosaur page on Steam, I did write the guide, the route for Save the Dinosaurs, which is a very easy thing to memorize. But if you need a walkthrough, look it up. Anyways. Welcome to Gatorbox. This week, we had a minor technical blip with originally the game for this week was supposed to be Game Hell for Flash games, but I had a minor technical hiccup with Flashpoint because I have it on a different external hard drive, and it wouldn't, for whatever reason, it wouldn't connect, it wouldn't boot, it wouldn't sync, it wouldn't load any games. So I was like, shit. I didn't have time with it, so the fallback game this week was the thing that we were supposed to be doing next week. I just swapped this week and last week. So, so now tonight's game is a Rubik's Cube game for the week. Anyways, before we get into that, of course, we do a little bit of unbox here. Now, if I'm good, we'll be able to open up this crap that I have, and then we can do some trading cards, because I feel like I've been neglecting the prize wheel. Speaking of things being neglecting, hang on, I gotta turn on the cool gamer fridge. There, see, cool. Now it's a show. That was just LSD sent that to me. He paid for the postage to send me the stupid fucking refrigerator with LED lights in it. You can't even see the cola can that's in there. But I'm committed to the bit. So, anyways, what I have this week is, we might have to kind of, I don't want to say rush through this, but this is kind of a time-sensitive thing. This has only been out of the freezer for like 5 minutes, and it's already turning into liquid again. So, anyways, that probably, that's a hint as to what it is. What I have here is the Airheads Snow Cone Blue Raspberry, throw it in the freezer, do it yourself, frozen ice, Italian ice, whatever the hell you want to call this stuff. Like shaved ice, Italian ice, snow cones, those are all distinctly different methods of shaving the ice, which result in a different consistency, but it doesn't matter, because after 30 seconds passes and it starts to melt, it all becomes the same shit anyway, so I don't want to hear about it. Anyways, this is some crap you can buy at the Dollar Tree. 180 calories if you eat the whole thing, and the ingredients consist of water and high fructose corn syrup. And there's probably something in there so it doesn't just turn into one big block of ice. That might be the sodium benzenate, or the tartaric acid, or the gum acacia, acacia. It's one of those words I've only ever read, and I've never heard it pronounced. Yeah, blue food coloring, blue #1 right here. Usually you get like blue 4 or something, right? What's the difference? I have no idea. This contains bioengineered food ingredients. How? This doesn't contain what's in this aside from the water? Maybe that's what's fake. Nothing in this exists on Earth naturally. Everything in this is man-made shit. And not in the bioengineered way, unless it's the corn. I don't actually know. So, yeah. I put this in the freezer all day, and it's already starting to turn back to slop. So, we got to open this. Maybe we can make fun of the wrapper once I've tasted it. The best by date was January 23rd, 2026. So, whoops. Anyways, Usually I have a funny glass. I have like the Dragon Tales glass or the Pepsi. You pick the right one, baby. What all those fucking things I have for drinks, but I don't have any funny bowls for the snow cone. So what I figured I could do is I've got a restaurant salsa bowl. You know, it has a garlic grater on the bottom of it. Very cool. And for the spoon, I have the little tiny pinch thing that comes with when you buy malic acid for making like sour candy and things like that. This is the tiny little spoon that they give you because a little bit goes a long way. But when you're making big batches of candy, this is not enough. I still just use the little measuring cups for that. So anyways, let's take a look. That ripped really weird. It sounded like paper, but it's foil. Now, see, I don't know if it's supposed to smell that way, or if it's because it is kind of old. It is, 4 months out of date, and I see the white balance going fucking crazy. Stop it. I wonder why that never saves my settings. I have no idea why. It was doing that in the 2000 video thing, and I didn't notice that until editing, because I wasn't looking at the monitor for that. Here we go. What does that smell like? It smells like, okay, it smells like a blue raspberry Airheads. But it also, I don't know. It smells like the way like that heavily processed foam that the cheap sandals at Walmart are made from. Here we go. This is oh yeah, there's that blue. That's never blue. Oh, there we go. That's never good when the whole snow cone, when it just plops. That's not. Yeah, it smells like a freezer. That's what it smells like, Fandramon. It smells freezer burned, despite having only been in the freezer for, about 12 hours. Yeah, that's okay. That makes horrible sounds. This is an ASMR stream now. Somebody probably listens to that and gets their head tickles, whatever they. I'm convinced it's not a thing. It's a weird thing. Anyways, it looks like chunky hair gel. It looks like the type of shit you put in your hair when you need to like spike it like Goku. Here's there are ice crystals though. It does contain ice. It did freeze. It's weird because it keeps trying to like solidify and hold its shape. It doesn't scoop very well. You can see when I try to scoop it, it just moves the entire contents of the bowl. Maybe that's what I get for putting it in a salsa bowl. I don't actually know. I'm gonna try a little bit. Here, this is what it is. It has an immediate taste of being freezer burned. Yeah, it tastes. This, again, I remind you, this has been in the freezer for half a day, but it tastes like it's been in the freezer since the first Trump administration. It's not. It has an instant hit where it does taste old. And then it does taste like blue raspberry. I'm sure I've eaten 2 bites of this. I'm sure I'm not going to do it on tape because that would be weird. I don't know. But I feel like my tongue is already like bright ass blue. I'm assuming it is. Because this is like predominantly just like that's too blue. This is like the ocean water drink at Sonic, which is Sprite with coconut in it, and it's as bad as it sounds. Don't leave me any comments saying, "Oh, Draco, I like the ocean." No, you don't. You like it because you're told to like it, because they for a while they did the fucking McRib thing with that, where they only had it on the menu for a little while, and then you just bought it because it was a limited time thing, and you convinced yourself, you were psyoped into liking the ocean water thing, and now that it's on the menu all the time, you probably never even order it. Don't at me. Yeah, it tastes cold. It's just like freezer burn. That's what I mean when it tastes cold. Soon I'll have blue skin. It'll do like the it'll turn you into a Smurf. This is that's how they colored it blue. Is they put a colloidal silver in it, which is the type of shit that you it actually does turn your skin blue if you do that. Let me see something though, by the way. What if I like if I leave that there for a second and then read chat for a little while, will it stain my hand blue? You know, Is there enough blue number one FDA approved dye, whatever it is, to stain my hand blue? That's Buster Keaton Rules is like, I'd rather eat the trading card gum from 1988 than whatever that stuff is. Yeah, no, this is it doesn't taste very good. I'll leave it at that. And maybe it's because it is technically 4 months out of date, but I would imagine it probably tasted this bad when it was, just hot off the presses. Can you guys see that? Can you guys see the little tiny, there's the faintest little spot right there of blue. So yes, it will stain your skin just like Kool-Aid powder. This is one of those things that, like, I know why they colored it blue, because it's got to be blue. It's called blue raspberry. Otherwise, it's just regular ass raspberry. Okay, blue raspberry was an invention of the 90s, and it's not something that exists. It is the furthest that raspberry can get from God, and so this one has to be blue. But I get why other countries are like, no, we need to ban this artificial food dye because you don't need it. It just makes things look appetizing. Yeah, I guess it does. You get a handful of Skittles and they're all the different colors, but if they all taste different, if that's the sense that's distinct, if they taste different, then they did their job. They don't have to be the reddest dog dick red that you could possibly have. They don't have to be nuclear Chernobyl radioactive green. It doesn't have to be VGA safe yellow, okay? They don't have to be those colors. They can look like shit. You can color them with orange juice or whatever, or carrot juice or whatever, and you can be like a faint kind of orange. And as long as it tastes like orange, that's fine. But I'm, as I've gotten older, I've kind of come to the point where it's like, I don't think we need something that makes it look this fucking neon cerulean unnatural blue. We don't need that anymore. I am probably not going to finish this, but I will take one more bite for the that's right, don't try Smurfs. Don't do Smurfs. If you do Smurfs, you go to hell before you die. Okay? You know what? This is a bad spoon for trying to eat things with, by the way. This is because it doesn't like, it's like literally it's like half a sphere. You can't really eat from that. Every time I take a bite, I just eat whatever's on top of it, and the rest just kind of stays in. So you get a lot of backwash with that. That's kind of gross. So yeah, that's the Airheads. I thought I had something stuck on my tongue. I was like, I don't. There we go. It's like syrup. That's the Airheads snow cone. They also have it in strawberry, which I would imagine it's probably gross. I like how this is like a serving suggestion. What, as clip art? Okay. Down here, just in case you're wondering, contains no whole fruit or juice. Nothing. There is nothing in it except literally, like I said, water and high fructose corn syrup. And then there's glycerin as the third one. So I guess the Airheads company, I guess they're a fan of Bush, the band. All right. Anyways, it says on the back, it says do not microwave. Motherfucker, it's a snow cone. Okay, you're moving in the opposite direction. Why would you microwave it? I don't think that needs to be printed on this package. If you are dumb enough to put this in your microwave, you deserve everything that's going to happen to you. Okay, that's that's also how I've gotten in life. In terms of I was talking about the boomer shit where I'm like, we don't need to have the fake colors in it. Well, the other boomer side of that coin is if you put this in the microwave and it blows up and paints the inside of your microwave with blue number 1 and bakes it into the ceramic plate in there, that's your own goddamn fault, okay? Yeah, Dr. Surgeon Guy. I like my snow cones hot. What is the opposite of a snow cone? Is it oatmeal? What would be, like, texture wise, what would be the opposite? Grits, I guess. Would it be grits? It'd be like grits or oatmeal or something. Fucking Zahando. Dude, isn't that Flash cartoon like a quarter of a century old? The Papa Smurf, can you lick my ass? That's literally like, I remember laughing at that when I was in like, it was like a freshman in a high school or something. Like, that's, Jesus Christ. Anyways, I don't recommend it. Okay, it's only $1.25, but you get what you pay for, and it's not very good. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go move this to another location so that it doesn't inadvertently get knocked over, because if this made a little tiny patch of my skin blue, it will destroy the carpet. Unless I spill it on the Extra Life rug that's in front of the coffee table, because that's already this color blue, and nobody will know. So, give me a second. We'll be back. We'll do some trading cards. Go anywhere? You didn't go anywhere, did you? All right. No, you don't know if you don't know if Ness can get. I can reptiles get a brain freeze. I don't know. I mean, I got up for a second. We usually go to be right back. That's whenever we got the game coming up. We got time. We got all the time in the world to spin this. I was making sure that I thought the batteries fell apart. Whoops. I was like, what, did that break since the last time I used it too? All right, guys. You know what's up. Also, I saw you pop in. Welcome, dude. I was probably in the middle of making a joke about oatmeal or something. So, it's time to spin the prize wheel. I got to leave this on the screen long enough for Twitch to cache this as the thumbnail, so people will see this and be like, gambling? So, we're going to open up some trading cards. When I push this button right here, actually, when I focus and concentrate on the arrow long enough, it will spin with no power other than that of my mind. Anyways, it'll land on a number, and we get to open some trading cards out of the prize box back here. So, I invite you guys to guess along. We got to start a prediction. We got to do some, actually, we do have to do some gambling. Now, I apologize in advance. This is a gimmick that is limited to just our viewers on Twitch. So if you're on YouTube and you're on Kick, I am sorry. The functionality is not there yet, but you get to guess if it's going to land on a blue number or a green number. There's 12 and 12. There's 24 spots, so there's a 50% chance. Technically, there should be a coin flip, but, you know, sometimes this stupid arrow really likes to land on the lines, but, like, it is, like, 98% color, and the other 2% is this shit right here where the pieces meet, and for some unknown reason, half the time it just lands on a line. I don't know why. So hopefully it doesn't do that. But I invite you guys to wager your cola tabs. You spend those points, spend that money. You get a big payout. You know, maybe you get a free sticker from me or something. You know, you spend your points on that, unless you lose. In which case, you know, you shouldn't have gambled then. Only, as my grandfather used to say, you only gamble with the money that you can afford to lose, which for a wise person is $0. Dr. Surgeon guy is like, I'm gonna put all my money on Black Line. Okay. It happens enough that there's an emote for it. All right. So let me see something real quick. We're gonna do a little remix here, okay? Betting's over. We're gonna spin it like that, and then we're gonna whoop remix. Oh, that doesn't sound good. That is making noise. And you know, it came close to the line. It came close to the line, but if I had to name this after a Crystal Method song, I would say it is over the line. It is right. Look, read 'em and wheat. It is on this side of the line. It is on blue number 14. Okay, blue 14. No japes. All right, it's blue. Blue dabba dee dabba die. That's a payout for Blue. Everybody who wagered, who put money down on Blue. Damn, a lot of people. we, we had some whales on green. Sorry. Damn. Well, I guess Solo got the payout. He's like, I'm rich. I'm rich. You don't have to work again. Just put that in a CD and just live off of the residuals. What was it? 14? Let me get it real quick. 14. Is the I gotta like reach around behind. Hang on. What is this? What the hell this is? Yeah, ever since I fixed those and made them face the right way, I had them facing the opposite direction. You couldn't see all the graphics on it, but I could just reach over and just pull the cards out. But that's why I did that. Anyways, I don't know what the hell these are. I think I got these. Okay, I recognize the little orange clearance price tag on this, meaning this is that new old stock that I bought, I believe, from Bookstan. They're either in Houston or they're in Beaumont, Texas. And I go there sometimes and clean out all the overstock of things they got that they can't sell. So this says it was $4.99. I guarantee this was on a stack of things that I said, I'll give you $20 for all this shit. We have Hecatomb. Hecatomb. Last Hallows Eve. Big spooky, with the spooky face down there. Spooky guy. There's the Bookstand price tag. It's out of focus too because it's just so spooky. This is a 13 card booster pack and it's for ages 15 and up. It's just, does it have like scantily clad women? Like, it's not going to show you a nip, but it's like, you know, got those Doritos and dental floss bikini. Oh, this is Wizards of the Coast? What? So this is like some kind of trading card game, but they got to be like, I'm assuming they're like shaped like pentagons, or they're shaped in some stupid, I don't know what this is. Hecatomb. Hecatomb? That's why it failed. That's why you've never heard of this, because they called it Hecatomb, okay? That sounds dumb. Trick or tragedy. Either way, the world ends on Last Hallows Eve, just as you have always planned. New players should begin with the Hecatomb trademark, 40-card starter, proper noun. Booster packs are recommended for expert players. Boosters don't include rules. Good, we'll figure it out. Each player must have a deck of Hecatomb, not trademarked, trading card game cards to play. You can get this. This is probably still, okay, so we have a Wikipedia link. So this was a real thing. Because it's HecatombTCG.com. What do we got here? Hecatomb is an out-of-print collectible card game created by Wizards of the Coast. The base set of 144 cards, that's a gross, was released on August 18th, 2005 at Gen Con. It's okay. 5-sided stackable cards made of plastic as opposed to paperboard. So they're plastic? Damn. So this is actually, Last Hallows Eve is the first expansion. This is not base set. And then it launched on, so what? It launched on August 18th, 2005. And less than a year later, on May 24th, literally almost 20 years ago today, 2006, it was discontinued. So unofficially, the creators said that the rising cost of oil, because plastic is a petroleum byproduct, was part of the reason for this discontinuation. I mean, this is like $5 for a pack of 13, but I'm pretty sure back in the day, like, Pokemon was 11 cards for $3, and then it got cranked down to 10 cards for $3. That was in like 2000. When the fuck? This was before. This is 2005. So $5 for 13 cards is not that bad, especially if there's some goofy ass plastic thing. Oh, whatever. I don't know. So they're made of plastic. They're made of plastic, and it's fantastic. I'm a Hecatomb, and I've been discontinued. Oh, it won't open. We gotta knock this out though, because we got like a bunch of cards to... Okay, first of all, is this just a backer card? Nice. We got the rare... Okay, now I know that these are, I think, pentagonal-shaped things. Guys, we got the square, okay? That's got to be something. That's got to be something. I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to send that one off to get graded, okay? So, and now on this, we've got... Oh, okay, I see. They're stupid. Right. Oh, they're like... Yeah, that smells like a petroleum product. What is... They're like... They're not really like... They're not sticky, but you can see that I am applying lateral force, and they're really just not moving the way trading cards usually do. But you can see that they do have a nice little pentagonistic look to them. This is a very geometrically sound shape, and that's interesting because of the fact that they don't sell cool little card binders. You can put this in because this is the shape. This is stupid. There's no... You don't... They don't... Like, even like the oversized like penny sleeves, they don't fit these. You have to put them in like a postcard sleeve, which is too big. So, yeah, I don't know. Anyways, what is this? Oh, dude, guys, Gug. Oh, there we go. We're off to a great start. This is a Minion 1 Outsider. Rager +3. Gug. The Exhume Target Fate card. And the flavor text is, to him, humans are livestock, and cries for mercy are involuntary bleedings. Oh my god, you're gonna cut yourself on all of that edge! Wow, Wizards, that's... it's... Alright, next one. Labris. Not the Pokemon, okay? This is Labris, not Lapras, okay? It's a relic. Once each turn, you may discard a non-minion card as a combat fate to give target abomination +2 strength. Cool, like it is like a cool little, you know. You think CGC would grade one of these? If I sent them one of these, would they tell me to go fuck myself? Would they send this back and be like, dude, come on? Because this would be like... When we sent off all those bullshit cards a long time ago, we got like Little Jimmy Dickens and stuff like that, Gem Mint 10, I sent them a bunch of bullshit to waste their time. You think if they graded this, but not my Japanese exclusive, only got it when you bought the VHS tape, complete set of Tenchi Universe holographic character cards, which are the same size as not stupid trading cards, they returned I asked them ahead of time. I was like, will you grade this? I don't want to send these out to you. And you send them back to me, because every time I have to move these things through the mail, there's a chance they're going to get lost. I'm going to get really fucking mad if they do that, because those are expensive. I spent a lot of time and money collecting all these fucking cards, put them in a case. They're like, yeah, we'll do it. And then they sent them back to me because I couldn't do it. But if they graded one of these, I'd be very upset. Here we go. We got the based priestess, okay? The Bast. I like this matrix font that they're using, whatever the stupid typeface is. The first time I look, is that a cat girl? Is this like a Khajiit? Be honest. Is that a Khajiit? That looks like, cause she's got ears, right? And she has kind of a weird, she has an angular kind of pointy face. I don't see a tail though. But I assume that's a cat woman. Bastet was a cat goddess, so yes. Okay. There we go. And the little flavor text here. A beautiful thing is never perfect. That says that quote is attributed to being an Egyptian proverb. That sounds like the type of thing you would see on a fortune cookie. Okay? Speaking of, we had an Asian buffet here in town, and they shut down. They got closed by the health department because they racked up at their latest I haven't been there in a very long time because it was gross and seedy. But the health department went there, and they flagged them for 30 different health code violations. And then they never opened back up. They literally, the trucks were over there, the crane trucks were taking the sign down off the strip center. And I thought it was the funniest fucking thing, because I was talking to Tuna Boat Tony about that. And Tuna Boat Tony was like, that's what was it, Dragon Warrior? Yeah, 30. I don't know how many there can possibly be, but 30 different ones. It's not like they got dinged for 29 of the same thing, you know? They got dinged for 30, and they could have been multiple times. It was 30 distinct violations of at least one thing. So Tony was like, is it Dragon Warrior? Where like if somebody, No, it's Earthbound, where when somebody takes mortal damage, and they're in the process of being knocked out, you still have a couple of turns where you can like intervene and like save the character and revive them. Tony was like, "Yeah, no, this is like you did so much fucking damage that it actually just blows right past that counter, and they just don't even give you the opportunity. It's like getting the one hit knockdown on Glass Joe and Punch Out. It's like that's it. They're not getting back up." Here we go. We've got the cranioderm. Okay. Cranioderm. I believe that this thing is a boss in Castlevania Symphony of the Night. The big ball of flesh and corpses. This card lets you retrieve 2 cards and then you discard them. That sounds like it doesn't actually do anything. But maybe if I understood how to play this game, that would be something. These cards, they do, these ones in the middle of the stack, they do feel kind of greasy. Is that the right? It's not. My fingers smell like envelope glue, but I don't know what it is. Yeah, that boss is called Legion. Yeah, that's right. You're 3rd place legend. Hey, dude. I saw you post in chat a second ago, but your name is purple like Zahando, so I didn't see it. Welcome to the stream, my man. He's new. He's from Isaac's stream. He's a Sonic speedrunner. He's very funny. I like to bother him with Kazooie emotes. All right, this next one. Oh, dude. Unbound Ba. Unbound Ba. Unbound Ba. Greed. Many demons use these disembodied souls as currency. Like the owl? They use the owl as currency. There's a better way, okay? You could use stupid little tokens like this. You could use this as a piece of currency, not a bird. All right? Don't do the, it doesn't fit in your pocket. Oh, dude. Here we go. The Fangemon. Take a look at this guy. You guys heard of Raptor Jesus? What about Snake Jesus? We got the Death Speaker. That looks like a Komodo dragon, actually, maybe. I don't know. He's got the big, long tongue. When you watch the... No, I guess it is a snake. When you watch the snake too closely, you miss the scorpion. Sorry, when you watch the snake too closely, fuck it. You miss the scorpion. There we go. This is an Anubian. I've noticed some of these are like Anubian because the cat lady was also an Anubian. So, okay, interesting. That's probably our... Yeah, the Death Malem. That's probably our favorite of the bunch. Dude, what the... what the fuck, dude? Come on, man. What? This is like Marilyn Manson wearing a dragon brooch that came to life. Okay? The jeweled heirloom. Let me get a zoom. That's a Komodo dragon. A fire-breathing Komodo dragon or something. Exile target mana card you control. Sure. That's an arrangement of words that I guess in context would make sense. So, Dr. Surgeon Guys, apparently this has piqued their interest. Dr. Surgeon Guy says, I am looking at the rules, and there's no reason why they're shaped like that. You just tap them like when you do in Magic, when you tap a card and you just turn it sideways, I guess. Like in Magic. So there's no reason. These probably wouldn't shuffle very well either. Because at least when they're like rectangles or hell, even squares, they all just kind of shuffle and they stack. But this is like, it doesn't, it's pointy. And it would look like shit. It works. So this is like a low poly pog, okay? When you have a bunch of pogs because they're circles, you stack them all up. It doesn't really matter what their orientation is because they're all circles. They all become a uniform cylinder of crap. This doesn't work that way. This is the Jaguar Warrior, okay? This is this species Aztecal. Aztecal? Aztecal. Look at this. The Jaguar Warrior, all right? Now don't ask me where the Jaguar is. He's probably in that picture somewhere. He's in that very dank, dark green looking picture. Its scream rends eardrums. Its claws rend flesh. Bears also do that. Okay, didn't have to be a thing. This one, here we go. This is a pretty metal looking. This is like the type of thing you would see on the cover of like an Image Comics thing in like 1995. Okay, we got the. This is a vermin, of course. That's kind of understood here. Brainworm. He's inside your head now, and he's gonna rip out of your skull. I feel like you would probably be aware of that. You'd probably seek out some type of relief, either medical or death, to avoid what is happening on the picture right now. Unless, of course, it controls your brain as a parasite. I don't actually know. Put a card from your hand into your mana zone. Okay. You put a. I don't see how this, This seems like the type of card where it's like picking one opponent monster. It's now dead. This doesn't seem like you get an energy card like this was fucking Bill from Pokemon. It's like, oh yeah, draw a card. What? Here we go. The jackal shaman. That's if you say the name really fast, it does sound like a Michael Jackson quote. Jackal shaman. I don't even know, and I don't even care what these do. He collects futures that might have been. So what you're telling me is this motherfucker has the future where people actually where people don't just ask me, gee, Draco, you're kind of funny. How come you're not more popular? So he has the future where the inverse of that has happened. But consequently, he also has the future where I have a 4,000-page thread on the Kiwi Farms. So, I'll take what I can get, all right? I'll take what I can get. Here we go. It's too edgy, man. It's stupid. Like, every single card is like Cold Steel the Hedgehog, okay? All of them are. This is like an SCP thing, okay? Experiment 17. Oh, look at that. Oh my god, he shows progress. I only wish it hadn't killed numbers 9 through 16. Why was 18 afraid of 17? Because 17 killed 9 through 16. This is fucking dumb. There we go. Oh, nice, dude. Look at this. Look at this. This is just a Cenobite. This is just a Hellraiser guy, isn't it? The Pain Merchant? The Pain Merchant. What's your pleasure? What are you buying? What are you selling? What was Pinhead's canonical name in the movies is not Pinhead. That's what the costume department called. Hell Priest, I think, is Pinhead's actual name. Pain Merchant sounds like one of the guys he'd be hanging out with. You got the Hell Priest, you got the Pain Merchant, you got the Suffering Banker. You got the Rot Engineer. Yeah, I don't fucking know. And then we got one left. Okay, holy shit, dude. Guys, we got him. It's Matthew Wayne Davis, aka 2, the Ranting Griffin. Look at that. Looking good, Matt. Never looked better. Never looked better. All your abominations have Survivor +2. You show weakness. Perhaps you need another night in the box. In the box. That quote is attributed to Neferhi, who is listed, his occupation is an endbringer. Great. I only have one of these because this is one of the things I got from Bookstand, because I recognized the little thing there. So I got just like one of each. These are funny because they're so edgy and they're so stupid. But this seems like this was a Wizard of the Coast thing. Are these worth money? Like, is it going to be one of those things where it's like, if you guys want me to get more booster packs of this, that I'm going to look online and they're going to be like $10 for an unopened pack, and I actually rip those people off, giving them like $2 for this? This is like, it's weird. Can you guys see, like, on the back of this, there's like, there is, so there's a glare because it is reflecting light, of course, it's plastic, but like, it's kind of hard to see, but it's leaving like weird, like I can leave a fingerprint on it, but it's weird because there is like the very faintest. It's almost like there's like plasticizers in this. I don't actually know, but it's like, you know when you have like an old, it's like an old vinyl toy from like the 90s or whatever, Return of the Millennium, and it's kind of tacky. Like this isn't tacky, but it does feel weirdly slick. Like maybe from the processing of it coming off the rollers or something at the factory, that like where they cut it and print it or something. I don't know. That whatever manufacturing process made, it does make these feel weird. Unfunny turd. You guys like my creepypasta OCs? All right. These, so we're gonna have to do something weird here. When I pick a favorite, you guys know how like usually that wasn't so bad. That wasn't so bad. And it does do a cool little thing when you look at it this way. It's like, oh yeah, they all kind of layer. I can't like lay them all in a row and like pick a favorite because they don't stack nicely, okay? They don't tessellate. I'll prove it. You ever wonder why a soccer ball has the, well, you can't actually see because there's clear. You ever wonder why a soccer ball has the occasional hexagon stuck in there? It's because this doesn't tessellate correctly, okay? That's another one of those Dennis Miller words for you. All right, so we got oh wait, no, wait. Oh no, the name of this card isn't 2. The name of this card is the box. Well, is this the only one that's printed that way? No, the labyrinth. This one is 2. Okay, never mind. Like I'm just stupid. Yes, this one has like other. So like sometimes the name of the card is up in the top part, and sometimes it's just above the picture, and then also sometimes above in the top part they also print like a species or like a further explanation, but which is also underneath the picture at the bottom point of the card too. Whatever, dude. You know. I don't know if these have a rarity. I don't feel. Well, maybe they do. Hey, look. Is this like a? Look at that. That's a circle. So is that a common like Pokemon? I'll pay attention to that as we go. Okay. Let's weed out the ones because I can't. We're gonna have to do it like one at a time. Okay. We'll have to eliminate that way. You found a listing on this is this is in Kangaroo Bucks. You have a listing for a starter set for $10.62 and $27.53 for postage. Holy shit! So the starter set was the 40 card starter pack, right? Is what it said. So that's $10.62 Australian, or however much it is, and plus shipping, of course. So since this one's not named 2, that one's going away. Pain Merchant, I'll put that in the maybe pile. Experiment 17 is dumb. The Michael Jackson one, no. The Brainworm one is all right. The Jaguar Warrior's not even in that picture. The Living Brooch is dumb. Death Speaker seems to be a favorite of the chat. Could you? Okay, I would put the furry cat lady down. I would put the furry cat lady down, but you guys have already been talking about the snake. You know what? Also, let me check the rarities too. Circle, 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 circle. Diamond. So that's an uncommon one. I wonder what the rare one means. No, that's a circle. These are all circles. Unbound Ba. No, that's dumb. The lab. That's a diamond. Gug. Are you kidding me? Is Gug the? Oh my. Okay. Well, the flesh sphere, the cranioderm, is also uncommon. Our Gug. This is our rare. Okay, Guggers. You feeling me here? Look at that. This is gonna be the one. I'm gonna send this one off to CGC. I'm gonna get a lot of fingerprints all over it. Put this one. I don't want to hear it. Okay? See, I don't want to hear it, CGC. I know you grade cards that are rectangular and you have a template for it. I'm telling you right now, I'm paying you $15 goddamn to grade this card. You're gonna cut a pentagonal 5-sided. You're gonna put one, and you're gonna have a strip. It's gonna look like a merit badge because it's gonna have a strip across the top for you to put your stupid thing to tell me that this is somehow another Gem Mint 10 out of 10, just like Jimmy Dickens and the psychic Russian cat card that I think we got that was also a 10. Okay, so fucking Gug. There we go. That's our rare. So, between the 3 I picked out, between the Pain Merchant, the Brainworm, and the Death Speaker, it's got to be. Can't pick it up. I'm gonna pick the snake. Okay. I'm. So you can hang on. There's a listing. Okay, the starter set The starter set of the 40 cards is 1062 Australian. There is a listing for Gug Singular. Okay, look at that. Nice. Hang on, does that have a weird, like... Does it have a weird oil and water sheen because it's rare? Or does it have a weird oil and water sheen because this is just leaking phthalates all over the place because it's a petroleum product? I don't actually know. Anyways, this by itself, Gug Single, $6.48 Australian. This is 60% of the price of the whole starter set. This is a single card. This could be money, okay? This could be an epic pull. It's worth more than what I paid for the whole set. I know it says $4.99 on the price tag on the thing, but I literally think I paid like a couple of bucks for this. Also $17.45. Is that postage to the United States or is that postage within Australia? Are you guys getting fucked for postage really badly too, even if it doesn't leave the boundaries of your country? Because we are. So anyways, Gug, thanks Gug. I appreciate it. These other two, while neat, they don't stand a chance against the literal snack Jesus. Okay, yeah, look at that. I guess they all have that weird kind of sheen to it. You see how it's like, it looks like an item box in Mario Kart 64. There we go. Yeah, nice. Whatever. That's within Australia. Jesus. Oh, I guess that's an American listing to ship it to Australia. Okay, gotcha. So however much you have to do the currency conversion there. Anyways, that's Hecatomb. Are there even any unopened, like, there's a card called Vamshul being sold for $68.54 Australian. Okay, I gotta look this up. Let me go to ebay.com. If I type in Hecatomb minus magic, what do I get? Hecatomb Blanket of Lies 3 booster box set, $350. Okay, look at this. Hecatomb collectible card game collection, 300 cards, 100 rare cards, counters and starter deck, $300. Or best offer, meaning you could just tell that guy, I'll give you $20 for it, and he'll be like, fuck, I don't care. Just give him the Pawn Stars treatment. Yeah. It's funny that I typed in like minus magic and it's still, there are like no listings for Hecatomb anything on eBay. You kidding me? There's really not a lot of them. Most of them are mistakenly Magic the Gathering. Well, they can't all be winners, I guess. Whatever. If I sort it by price plus shipping, highest first, and go to the first like single card that I see, what is the most expensive Hecatomb, Hectabular? I'm seeing a lot of booster boxes. They're like $60 a whack. What's the rarest single card that they're selling? They got these on Troll and Toad. You look this up. We sell them on Troll and Toad. Yeah, it looks like Vamshul is the one that is the rarest single card. $44.99 for a single card. And it's just looks like an Egyptian guy, and half the picture is him like as a hieroglyph, and the other half is him as like a space constellation, as opposed to a terrestrial constellation. I don't fucking know. I know what I'm saying most of the time. Anyways, that's Hecatomb. It's an interesting little thing. I have never heard of this before, and I guess it's because it was on the market for like eight months, and then Wizard of the Coast was like, dude, this is a dumb idea. Okay, bye. So I don't know where I'm gonna put these cards because they aren't gonna like when we open cards and I put them in the drawers down here, to hang on to them. They stack nicely. These don't. Even the Monsterology cards that Fangermon mentioned earlier in the chat, even those, they were still rectangles. They were just slightly longer rectangles, so they stick out one side, but they still stack nicely with the other cards. These don't. So, that's Emporio's like, I bet they hurt if you chuck them like a ninja star. Yeah, you probably could. You'd have more fun. I'm sure. You know what? These probably got clearanced out. So I'm sure out there are many kids who had fond memories of going down to the store and these were being clearanced out for 49 cents a whack, and they're like, ha ha, got him. Yes, if you want the Sneck Fandramon, I will set the Sneck aside just for you, and I will put it in the card I'm sending you for your birthday, okay? I'm gonna set them right there so I don't forget it, and I will forget it. So remind me. All right. Hey, Eric, what's going on, dude? Glad you could make it. We're just about to go to the game part of tonight's stream. All right. So, we're gonna go to be right back real quick, and I gotta reset the delay and all that stuff. And when we come back from break, tonight's game, Rubik's World for the Wii. Okay, if you go look, we're talking, we're gonna step inside the cube. Okay, you know, Rubik's cubes have more than just those colors. Maybe that's a solved one. Okay, but you can't see the other side, so they could be full of shit. You don't actually know. This is a game that came out for the Wii, obviously, in the height of the shovelware crap, and it just seems like a collection of like brain teasers that involve cubes. I don't think there's actually a Rubik's Cube to solve in this game, so that's kind of why I picked it up. Because it just seems like you can't have a Rubik's... I mean, I guess it is Rubik's World, right? This is the world of Rubik's, but I feel like you cannot make a game with the Rubik's moniker and not put the goddamn cube in it, okay? So we're going to be right back, and when we come back from... Again, I got to set the timers up. When we come back from break, this is tonight's game. So stick around, don't go anywhere. I'm Draco, this is Gatorbox, and we'll be right back with Rubik's World. Rubik's. Got used to the camera being right there. Look at that. We're like on time. We're on schedule tonight. What's going on? This is bad. You know, something bad's gonna happen for tonight's stream. I've tested tonight's game, and I know everything works. But watch, we're gonna get it rolling, and it's gonna fucking blow up or something. I don't actually. The battery's gonna die. There's new batteries in the remote too. They're just gonna die. I don't know. Anyways, welcome back to Gatorbox, everybody. I am your host. I'm Draco, okay? And I'm glancing down there to make sure that I didn't misplace tonight's game. So, tonight's game is something... We had a slight technical hiccup. We were going to do a game hell tonight, and it was going to be for Flash, which needed Flashpoint. And I had to move... It didn't work. For some reason, I've moved it to a different external hard drive, Flashpoint, and it wasn't connecting. It wasn't downloading any games. I don't know. So maybe my VPN's pissing it off. I have no idea. I didn't have time to troubleshoot it, so that'll be next week's game. This week, though, I decided to go do the game that was going to be next week is this week's game, so I just flipped them. So tonight's game is Rubik's World for the Nintendo Wii. All right, you feel me? We're talking cubes. We're talking the famous Rubik's Cube, okay? This is a game that was produced by a company called Two Tribes for the Nintendo Wii, published by Game Factory, The Game Factory. And something that's funny about this, I think this was supposed to be called Rubik's Puzzle World. Because if you go to the Two Tribes YouTube channel, there is an upload there from 17 years ago that is this game's trailer. And it is this grainy-ass 360p compressed video. And they keep calling the game Rubik's Puzzle World. And they took puzzle out of the name. Because I think calling it Puzzle World pissed off Ronald McDonald. No, that was Puzzle Land. Puzzle in the title, I guess, implied that that the cube isn't in this. It's just a bunch of puzzles, and the cube is not one of them. So they took that out of the title so that people would buy this thinking they were going to get, you know, this thing, okay? And they didn't, because I don't think the Rubik's Cube is an interactive thing in this game. There's some screenshots on the back of some stupid shit that you can do. It looks like 3D P-Cross and stuff like that, but I don't think this is in the game. This is the 50th anniversary Rubik's Cube, by the way. I picked this up just because it seems cool. Yes, I did solve it, and it's not just still pristine in the box. I'm smart. I can solve a Rubik's Cube. I do it with my eyes closed. I did this with my eyes closed and with one hand tied behind my back. I forgot to record it, okay? Anyways. The trailer, they talk about, like, it's weird, because if you look at the trailer for this game, they talk about, I guess the narrator talks about the cubelets, which are the little tiny squares on the cube, and how they interact in the game. I'm like, I don't care. It's like when you make it through the game and solve more puzzles, the cubelets in the background become more active. I'm like, I don't fucking care. I don't care. Who plays a puzzle game and looks at the shit in the background? I don't care. You know? That's like people that got pissed off because Gimmick 2, whatever. If you look really closely, that like one of like there's like a mushroom or something in the background that the stripes are the trans flag colors, and some idiots got pissed off. They're like, oh, woke Gimmick. Why are you paying attention? Who fucking cares? Why do you care? Yeah, sure. That's maybe that one. Maybe it is. Maybe that's an accident. I don't fucking know. But why are you paying? The game is in the front. Why are you paying? What are you doing back there? The only time paying attention to some shit in the background ever paid off was we were doing Your Level Sucks at one point, and we got given a level in 3D World that was called The Level in the Background. And that was some high concept bullshit where like the thing, like the land in the background, like the guy who made the level, the kid who made it, tried to like make that as a 2D stage. I'm like, dude, that is some fucking Andy Warhol Talking Heads, like, holy shit, dude. That's like, here's the box, here's you. That's, I don't know. It's the only time that actually amused me. But no, this, like, it doesn't have this. And the trailer is talking about, like, you can make music with the Rubik's Cube. I'm like, I don't want to make music with the Rubik's Cube. I want to solve the Rubik's Cube. What is that? I want to do this. I want to do this and this, okay? I don't want the Miracle Piano teaching system on this. That's not a Rubik's thing. So, I don't know. What's weird, though, is that, like, has there ever really been a proper Rubik's Cube game? Like, has there been, like, a puzzle cube game where you solve one of these? Because I know all the way back in the 80s, there was the Atari Video Cube on the 2600. And it was not really a Rubik's. It was meant to kind of look like one superficially, because it had, like, the 3x3 grid, the tic-tac-toe grid, and you move the guy around. Because the Atari 2600 ain't doing 3D, okay? It ain't doing it. So you don't turn it, but, like, you can, like, swap the colors around. And I know there was, what was it? Was it iMagic that had a prototype? Was it Comavid that had Cubicolor, where it was like a 6x6 grid or something, right? And I think that was kind of like a shifting the colored squares around. It wasn't a Rubik's Cube, but it was closer to a Rubik's Cube than Atari Video Cube was. I don't know if there's ever really been an actual proper video game Rubik's Cube. I can't think of one. I'm trying to think, like, in the 3D consoles, because NES, Super NES, they wouldn't have had it. Sega Genesis, there's not one on the 64. Tetris Sphere was on a ball. That was the closest we would have gotten. I don't know. So I've never really played this game. I did take a look at the trailer, and I've read a little bit about it. And I do want to say I'm impressed with the Bible, the fucking Bible this thing came with. It is not one of those. Oh, it is one of those things that's in all the different languages. It's in. Oh, that's why. It's printed in American, French, Canadian, Spanish with the Spain flag there, but not the right Spain flag because it has an emblem on it, right? This one doesn't. So Okay, so they gave us a UN Council meeting notes thing. All right, so let's just hop on over. We'll play a little bit of Rubik's Cube, and we'll get lit. I'm the man in the box. You know, we'll get our Alice in Chains on. I'm fluent in DSP&Es. That's right. Guys, the Patreon. Hang on, I can't do the voice without the. Guys, the Patreons have the real power on this channel. Gotta get those super chats in. Guys, if we get those super chats, Tabitha Bunny, thank you for the resub at the beginning of the stream that I forgot to thank you for. I appreciate that. Anyways, what? What did I do wrong? Anyways, let me fix this camera because it looks like I'm a little bit off camera left real quick, and then we'll swap, do the layout. I'm not used to the camera being there. Turn on my Wii. Kazooie is messing with my camera. She's trolling me, okay? I'm getting trolled. I'm gonna get doxxed. I guess I'm centered, but I'm leaning to one side. So if I sit up, I'm not centered. I gotta fix that again. How did I do this last time? I could just change where I sit on the couch, I guess. That would work, right? Hang on. Kazooie says, look behind you and to your right. Ah! Oh. You been there all along? The camera's been on the whole time, huh? Oh, wait. No. Shit. Hang on. I'm forgetting something. I'm forgetting something. Hey, T-Fam, what's going on, dude? I'm forgetting the most important part of this whole fiasco. See, you're probably not going to hear that unless maybe you heard that. I don't actually know. I have to swap around my my audio. That's a new that keeps throwing me off. Okay, there. You heard it, yeah. So you actually probably heard it twice because the mic picked it up, and then it's also async. So there we go. My remote controls both TVs because they're both Samsung. Is he here? I didn't see him. I have to bust out the nunchuck. Here we go. All right. Now, okay, I will say, hang on. It doesn't beat that. It doesn't beat that. Then we'll hear that? No. That sucks. That sucks. Alright, alright, T-Fam. I'll see you later, dude. Thanks for swinging in. Have a good weekend. They should have put that guy in Smash. I'll die on that hill, okay? The Game Factory. Great logo. Two tribes. I thought that was... I was thinking of Two Worlds. The Xbox game nobody liked. Two Human. The other one nobody liked. Dude, sweet Converse shoes. Look, there it is. That's all he had to do. He was so close. See? That's like that's the reprisal of the Wiimote, the Wii menu thing. Please select one of them. I want to be purple. What? All these colors suck. I want to be purple. Okay. Draco, there's no purple on the Rubik's Cube. Yeah, well, there's no gold either, but look, there it is. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna be blue. Which of the following best describes you? Look at all the genders here. Dad, son, grandpa, girlfriend, niece, nephew, ninja, owner, guest, stranger, dude. I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't pick pirate because I did pay for this game. I'm a dude. I'm a dude, he's a dude, she's a dude, we're all dudes. Welcome to Rubik's World, the place where hundreds of colorful cubies live. Man, dude, I know it's cubies, proper noun. But that is one additional letter away from being absolute furry degeneracy. And I'm seeing that every time I look at the screen and I don't like it, okay? It looks like they are a bit shy, so that's why only you see a couple of them. To let them get to know you, which is probably best to try and play a few games with them. Okay. Point at the area you want to travel to. Okay. And each side, the cubies that place small cubes to guide you. Cool piece of candy. Point at these cubes with the Wii remote and press the... Okay. There we go. Deconstruct. What are we doing here? Deconstruct. Compose. Teach the cubies what music sounds like. Okay, well, the shit you hear right now, it ain't that. It ain't that. I want that guy. Here he goes. Oh, dude, hang on. We had the switch the whole time? Dr. Surgeon Guy, I'm curious about Rubik's World's political system and major imports and exports. Can I go back? Can we go here? Here, look. Can we, okay, so we got Democrat, we got Republican, we got Green Party. Okay, we got independent down here, and then we got the wild cards over here. Okay, you know we've got the Reform Party, which is what Ross Perot formed in the '90s. Okay, we got that, and then over here we still have the Whig Party from like the 1700s. We still got that one. So, what view? Place. So okay. So create. Rubik's. Oh, is this the? We got the cube. We got the cube. There we go. Every cubie is born as part of a Rubik's Cube. When they grow up, they move about on their own. But for most of them, it is still their favorite game. You can learn to solve a Rubik's Cube. Okay, play it in reverse, where you have to unsolve it. No, that's not called playing it in reverse. That's called starting it. It's when you unsolve a Rubik's Cube, that's not playing it in reverse. That's not flying. That's just falling with style. Okay, sure, we'll figure it out. So this is how fast can you solve a Rubik's Cube? What about 4 different sizes? Okay, let's start with the stupid cube, okay? All right, this is kind of this is workable. The stupid cube was the OG one? Really? It was the first? I didn't know that. Now there is a way to like when you're good at this, you know. Which is so not me. But like when you like this? No. This. Okay. So you can go like that. No, that's not right. There's motions that you can do to, you know, to turn the cube and then make it so that when you when you turn it again, that you'll move something to a place on the cube without it having like without the other ones around it having moved. Does that make any sense? I feel like it doesn't. You know what? I feel like the 4x4, the 2x2 cube is probably harder because like. So, I don't know if you guys know this, but on a standard Rubik's Cube, the location of, like, the center square, that never actually changes. So the color that's in the middle is going to be the color that that shape always is. Okay. I'm close to this. Okay, go like this. Boom, boom. I mean, that's good. If we solved one, it's close. Look. You can't tell that that's not done. That looks done. 2 minutes. Alexa, you do it. You know? You want to see one where you just rearrange the stickers? I love this Kickstarter music we're listening to in the Rubik's Cube game. It's great. Where's the other blue one? So yeah, I guess that kind of puts me at a disadvantage because, you know, whoops. There's no center that tells you like what the color's gonna be. Okay, well, I got blue now, but I fucked up all the yellow. Okay, see, this is... Yeah, I've seen the... Yeah, Dr. Surgeon Guy, the one... Okay, the one that has the big pentagram stars. Isn't that called a, There's a name for that. It's called like a... It's called like a lux. It's like, it sounds like an animal name. My dad had one when I was a kid, and I was like, what the hell is this? Because I recognized it as being like a... Minx. It's called a minx. I recognized it as being a Rubik's Cube thing, but I was like, this is not, I don't know what this is. I feel like I don't have the words in my stupid baby child language to describe what it is I'm looking at. I'm not doing this right. You know? Okay, this... I mean... Okay. No. Yeah, you know, Electric Ray is right. I'm with him. You should just be able to peel off the stickers and just rearrange them. That should be... Oh, we got blue, though. Okay. No. Oh, that's not back. That's just disco mode. Okay, how do I quit? Quit. I'm sure. I can't figure it out. I would be very good. So, like this one right here, you can't do this. This isn't real. Okay, this is not a thing. No, that's mathematically impossible. You know that game on Steam? It's called like 4D Toys, where it's like 4-dimensional shapes that are compressed into or extrapolated into like 3-dimensional space. They're, you know, filtered down. You can see it, and it doesn't look like anything. It just looks like an N64 game that you're pulling up on one side of the cartridge. I was like, I don't understand that. You know, it's like, I get that I can look at a picture of a cube in 2D on a piece of paper. Like this is 2D. You're looking at this, and it's not in 3 dimensions, but you can look at that and be like, oh yeah, I get it. You know, I move this around. I can perceive that. Apparently, the 4D toys thing is like this. It's this. It lets you look at a 4-dimensional object like this in 3-dimensional space. And it looks like shit. That doesn't make any sense. If you turn it one way, it just completely disappears. I don't understand that. I'm not smart enough to. I've tried to get it, and I don't. You know, I don't get it. But this is in the same vein as that. This is like a time cube or something. And no one's got time for that. So the Rubik's Cube is in the thing. That's good. Let's do what, you know what, let's just go hog wild with the composition inside the Roman Colosseum. Selected it. Okay. The cubies would like you to teach them what music sounds like. Each cubie knows several sounds, but they need your instructions to make music out of it. Yeah, let's do it. Okay. The record. So is this just Wii music with blocks? Can you teach the cubies a short song that makes you happy? Oh, dude, I can read this, but you know, why is there a square root symbol down here? No, that's the check mark. Oh, you put the, okay, so you put that character down there as a check mark. Okay, you know, whatever. Okay. How do we... I probably should have read the directions, I guess. I know... I don't know if any of these have the Mario Paint dog. Okay, record. Okay, this. Do you have to, like... Oh, dude, this sucks. Dude, this is like... This is not what motion... The motion controls were barely... Like, this... You know, you're playing baseball, you're doing bowling. That's it. This is not... You need, like, a keyboard for this, man. Like, not like this. I mean, like a computer keyboard. This would probably also help. A little bit of Three Blind Mice here. Here we go. Play that. Nice, dude. That's my new hit. Dude, there's no way I'm going to fill 4 screens worth of this shit. Why is this an assignment? Is that just... okay, what happens if I click yes? Yes, let's go to the square root. Thank you for teaching the cubies this song. Feel free to change it whenever you want. Okay. Okay. So, are these just like save files where it's play with the cubies some more? They will give you more assignments when the time is ripe. Oh, okay, yeah. When the time is, you know that turn of phrase that people say, yeah. Don't strike until the iron's hot. When the time is ripe, like a fucking orange. So we can't do this one yet. This one's not ripe enough. Okay. Sure, let's go do something else. Guide. Do the guide. Select the difficulties. Are all these ripe? The cubies keep bumping into each other. They really need your guidance. The goal is to make each cubie reach the same colored exit point without letting them collide with each other. Okay, so this is literally... Do you guys remember that NES game? I say NES. It runs on Famicom architecture. It's on all of those bootlegged things. It's a Russian game it looks like it just says ass art. It's actually asart, which is a Russian word for, I think, excavation. And you just put the things down and the character follows the path. That's what this is. Uh-huh. Okay, so these ones always turn clockwise. No, counter. These ones... They all turn... Wait. They all turn in the same direction, right? You'll need to place signs on... Okay, so that's... You place signs. So... They start... They start from there. Okay. So, this is like Lemmings. So I did that right? Easy. This is easy. Got it down. I like that little jingle they do whenever you win a stage. I want that as my text alert on my phone. Okay? They're not gonna hit though, right? They're just... Okay, well these guys... Come on. You gotta go faster. Okay, well you can't put them down when they're... Fine. I mean, I guess that was supposed to show me what all these pieces did, but... Okay. In my mind's eye, I saw what they did. Now, you notice every time we solve a puzzle, look, see that guy back there? The green guy? There's one cubie, okay? The guy in the trailer told me, as you solve more puzzles, there's more cubies in the background. We're seeing it right there. The triangle sign. Oh, dude, no, this has got squares in it, man. You can't be putting those in here. I mean, I'm pretty sure, you know, was a Dr. Surgeon guy was asking about the politics of Rubik's World. They are very racist against things that are not square, okay? That's also a thing. That's also a thing. You know, oops. So this literally, this little sign right here that's left or right, this, I mean, this is one of the functions of that, like, that ass art game that I was just talking about. Dude, the icon doesn't even flip to show which, oh, dude, you gotta be fucking kidding me, man. You couldn't apply, like, a 180, not even 180 degrees to rotate it. You couldn't even just, like, flip it horizontally. You couldn't just do, like, a one, dude, come on. This is the laziest fucking game. Okay, let's go. Oh, okay. So this is, guys, this is exponents, okay? You got the one JPEG equals 4, okay? So what does 2 equal? 20. 3 also equals 20, okay? I don't, you know, I don't write the rules. I'm not a mathematician. That's just how it be. So I think, I think the blue ones start out rolling this way, right? Can we climb? Oh no, they start from there. Okay, whoops. Yeah, see, I wasn't paying attention. Of course they wouldn't. Why would they do that? Okay, how do I... Okay, so I have to do the inverse of what I just did because I'm stupid. I like how you guys were content to just let me make that mistake. That's funny. All right, now we did it. See, there we go. Good. You're making pizza in a clear black? That's a circle. That wouldn't work in cube land, okay? That doesn't, you know, they wouldn't like that either. I almost got a pizza today. I might get one tomorrow. I don't know. Hang on, I'm getting a text. Is this just like... Okay. Well, you didn't tell me about the white cubes. Let me guess. They go down... I'm going to preempt. No. I'm going to preempt that the white cubes start going down, and they're going to rotate, and they're going to do that. Watch. No. Okay, again, for the last time, Draco. You absolute fucking lolcow. They appear from the plus sign, not the box, okay? That is true. They do make square pizzas. I forgot about that. Look at that. We're getting so close. It's nice and efficient, okay? I feel like I don't need to have, like... This puzzle doesn't need to have more than one cube. I feel like you figure it out and you do it once. Let's go up to 20. Can we go straight to 20? I could probably solve this. Oh, we got a lot of... Okay, we can figure out... What is this? The Commodore logo colors or something? Sure. What does this do? Okay, that's gotta go here. What does that do? Oh, it speeds them up. Okay. Let's just see if I can do this. That's probably got to go there. This interestingly, okay. Let's go here. No, here. What does the splitter do? Like, that's gotta, like... There's two splitters. I'm confused with, like... Is it... No, that can't go there. I know, so objectively this has to be solvable. Dude, this music... Are they... Was that the song I put... No, that just sucks. Okay, okay, now I thought that was the thing... I thought that was the shit that I put on the other menu, you know what I mean? It's fucking... Who'd you get to do the songs for this, Bjork? I don't think any of these, like... I mean, I assume it is solvable. Because like this, I'm just trying to figure out where the little splitters go. Because I only have like... This music doesn't help at all. I hate this music. I feel like this has to go here, and I feel like this has to go here, right? Yeah, but how do we get... Genuinely, how do you turn the... You see what I mean? Because none of these, like... These, well, they all go... Yeah, see, they all move vertically. So these little, can you hit the D-pad to turn these? No, they don't turn. I mean, I know I skipped over a bunch of the levels and stuff like that, but I was like, there's not a tutorial. This... I don't see how this piece would help me in any way, because they all need to make a 90-degree turn, and you can't do that with these. And are these okay? Thank you, DSP. I mean, I assume these are just all the same. Yeah, that's just a stack of the same things. And you can't move the as they... Okay, I'm sure, you know what? I'm sure there's a completely plausible solution to this, and I don't care what it is, so... Let's... No, I go back into that... No. Let's do something really crazy. What if we go to level 20 here? So this is the final puzzle. Okay, how the hell... How many... So you could probably go like this, you could go down... Like... Well, no, there's no way to make it go back up, though. Because you can... Man, I don't fucking know. Like, that's... It's... if there's a way to, like, turn... If there's a way to turn this triangle piece... And I guess that's what I get for skipping ahead all the puzzles. You know what I mean? But it's like... I see you have to, like, stagger this and make them move diagonally. You have to cut it through without touching the blue cubes. Because you disrupt the... You know what I mean? I don't know. It's an interesting puzzle, but I feel like it's too complex to also be too simple at the same time. All right, here we go. We're gonna free the... Get out of here. We're gonna free the cubies by knocking them off. Freedom is slavery, okay? You know, we've always been at war with East Asia. Sorry, Eurasia, Oceania, whatever. Welcome to the junkyard. It may look like a dump, but this is where cubies are recycled. Of course, the cubies make this into a game as well. Sure. Okay, in single-player mode, your goal is to earn enough points to beat the target score. Moving green and blue cubies from the structure. Shoot them, shoot white cubies out. So yellow, orange, and red are negative points. So is this just boom blocks? Yes, it is, actually. It is boom blocks. Dude, they don't even, like, move. Okay. Good. Dude, did you see it just spear? Dude, this kind of sucks. Like that they fly as like a straight square. It works when it's like a baseball, you know what I mean? But like well, we set a new high score. Okay, so we were warned not to those aren't even cubes. You know, but I guess rectangular prismies doesn't easily roll off the tongue. That's it, right? Because we don't get anything for white. See? Now, see, I can do this. This is... hit me. Okay, well, right. Green never counts as difficulty. Here we go. Set me up. I can do this. I kind of want, I want to like, oh, you piece of shit. I want to like this. I almost like this. I played, I did like Boom Blocks back in the day. And there's also Nerf N-Strike, which has like a weird, like, shoot the Nerf bullets at the blocks to, like, knock them down. It's, like, way better than the actual, like, first player mode of the game, player 1 mode. I like this. I'm not gonna lie, I do like this. It has nothing to do with the Rubik's Cube, though. Nothing. It's not a puzzle. That's why they took puzzles out of the title, because they're not puzzles. You're putting cubes on a keyboard down. That's also not a puzzle. I like these Minecraft swords, okay? It's very good. See, this was like second nature to me. You want to score big points? Well, then you gotta throw the cubes at the things that are only the Gatorbox colors, Draco. Only that. Don't hit anything else. I'm like, say no more, fam. I got you. Easy, okay? Easy. How is this? What's going on here? It is fun when you get like a big hit. You know what I mean? Like when you not that. Well, maybe that, because it did fall off. Okay, I got one last one going right here. I didn't hit the target score, did I? Oh my god. I wasn't even paying attention. So, okay, Fangemon, that's a good question. You know, they said hit the green and blue, gives you points. And then the warm colors don't. And Fangemon is like, how come knocking the white cubes down doesn't give you more ammo? Because you're throwing white cubes. See, Fangemon, that's a good idea. It's a smart idea. Let me explain the error of that logic, though. The people that made this game are dumb. So they would not have thought of that. Okay, for a second there, I was like, what, did it crash? Is one color worth more than the others? And it's not going to help me. Like, okay. So either they're both worth 3,000 or... Okay. It's either they're both worth 3,000 or one is, 2,000 and 4,000. So if I knock these two off, what do I get? So the two blue cubes, the green and blue, got me 6,000. And the two blue cubes got me 1,000. So does that mean that the blue cubes are worth 500 points? Okay, we'll hit the green ones then. Kobe. Or no, it was the size. It was the size. Instead, the big ones are worth more points. That's what it was. It's not color. Mr. President, another Rubik's Cube has hit the towers. Okay, so I gotta be focusing on on these. I gotta hit the big those. I gotta hit the big blocks. You know what was funny is that on that trailer that's on YouTube for this game, there is somebody who was like sassing the uploader from the Two Tribes game developer. It was like, this looks like another Boom Blocks game. I'll pass. Like, damn, dude. Okay, I got one. Okay, right here, right now. That's it. We're in there. That's 55. 55. Count. What? What was it? Okay, it stopped at like 54,971. I was like, don't tell me. Wait, this game got a sequel on Steam? Does it have trading cards? Let's kick it up. Let's go to level 10. Okay, let's spice it up. Let's go to level 10. What do we got here? When are they gonna? Oh, there we go. Okay, like, when are they gonna introduce the other ones? Okay. You gotta get 20,000 points. Easy. This is like a stupider Jenga. No! Oh, the orange one! When I was in first grade, I had a classmate who pronounced the game Chenga with a CH. And I was like, why do you keep saying it that way? It's a J. There's a J on the box. And every single piece has the name, like, wood burned onto it. Okay, so we got it. Oh. Well, but I still had boxes left. So why do you, oh, okay, I guess you get points for shots you didn't take. Because I was going to be like, if you could let me get a high score, I could hit all the blocks. Whatever. So that wasn't too hard. Let's kick it up to 20. There ain't even any red blocks. How is this hard? Oh, it's because they're all filled in. You gotta shoot it up in there. Like that. You gotta whoop, you gotta flip it up. Whatever. Oh, you can't. Oh, that sucks. That's. It is kind of funny to like throw the thing and then like turn the camera like woo. I'm having way more fun with this than I thought I would be. Wait, this is also this is the same developer as Toki Tori? Real talk, I don't actually like that game, but I do acknowledge the fact that it is a really well-made puzzler. Toki Tori, though, is basically like the game where we're putting the pieces on the floor, telling them which way to go. That was not a hard puzzle. Like, honestly, I didn't even fuck around with shooting stuff in the center. I was just picking off all the targets on the bottom, and I still won. Okay, let's turn up the... Oh, look, some more cubies are showing themselves. Good job. They're getting more curious about the real world as well. Why don't you select create and check out what they would like to learn from you? We'll do that in a second. The time is not ripe, okay? Let's go to super hard mode. Let's go to 10 on hard mode. The fuck is this? What? Okay, oh, I see what this is. You have to knock those out, and then, watch, you gotta, like... You have to, like, clear these off. You can't let those go in. Slower! Slower! Oh, wait. No, wait, no, I'm doing that wrong. Wait. Oh, shit, I'm doing the opposite. Fuck. I was thinking... I was like, why is my score so bad? You have to shoot the green ones off and let the hot ones go in. Okay. Okay. No, I get it now. You guys gotta understand, I'm stupid, okay? I'm not good at games. Okay, so the inverse. We have to shoot the green ones off and let the other ones go inside the little box. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Whoops. I'm gonna beat it by 1 point. 6,001, okay? I got it. That's it. We're good. Okay, I was like, what, I have to wait for him to all stop? I don't know. Okay, good. I was like, well, I buy one. You said 6,000? I did one better, okay? I was like, nuh-uh. Watch this. I do objectively, I mean, this is very jank. It's not as good as Boom Blocked, and it's not as good as the Nerf End Strike thing. But this is okay. This is probably the best thing. Okay, well, this is the same shit we just did, though, right? Where it's like, yeah, look at this. Okay. What do we... So you have to... I get one shot. Okay, so I have to knock this into that. It makes sense. It's a big fucking tower. It didn't move at all. In my head, I envisioned it as hitting that one, and it plinks it across into the tower of green and knocks all that off, and then these green squares here, they just slide off. That's not what happened at all. What do you want me to do? Like, this? What does this do? I mean, that's not it either. That's close. If this was a Mario Maker level from 10 years ago, Draco would still be talking trash about it today. I mean, you're right, I would. Okay, can I even move these? How do you move those? Oh, wait, no, there it goes. I mean, it didn't help me. Okay. So if I do that, okay. Well, how come that one didn't move? How come the red one moved? Are they different sizes? Oh yeah, look, that is. So you telling me that one is like slightly smaller, and I can't move the other one? Okay, can I? If I hit this, will it like force it? No, that's. I was thinking, if I like push the stack. Okay, if I get like really. What if we hit from beneath? Will it like bounce up? No. I also missed, but it wasn't working anyways. Jenga World would go kind of hard. Yeah, you're damn right it would. If I hit this one. It's not gonna be enough. See, it's like 22,000. I have to get some of those green ones over there. No, it's actually 21,944. Which is stupid. Why are we... Why are we giving points? Why are we using the 1s and 10s column, okay? Like... This... This your score thing, this is the type of score that like Todd Rogers would have said he got in a game that only increments the counter by 100 points at the least, okay? You know? Okay, so like if we knock this down, will this do like, how come I can't move this one now? Okay. There. So that... Okay, we're going. We're not going. I got one. Like, why is this all twisted? Why is this, like... I have one box. These are the same size, and then these towers are the same size. So I was thinking, like, if you did like a chain reaction, you know what I mean? Like, it wouldn't matter because, like, if even if you had a way to like knock this block into that one and free both, these would cancel each other out. And so even if you knocked all these red pieces down to hit this green tower, it would be no different than if I just threw a box up at the red... Okay, wait a minute. I was gonna see if I could kick that out the side and see if, like, the inertia from... How do you do this? Yeah, where's that CD bitch from Dr. Quandary? You see what I mean? It's like, if you knock this entire tower down, it's like 1,000 points shy of what you need. But if you were to like knock these, if you were to like free these two rows and make like a chain reaction, this would cancel each other out, and this would cancel each other out, because it's literally the same number of blocks, and they're all the exact same size. So somehow, you have to get this green tower in some of these. But I don't understand, like, why these are slanted? I mean, this doesn't do anything if I hit it, right? No, I didn't think so. Yeah, see, it's, you know... Was there a tutorial that I skipped where it talks about the importance of like points or something, like a multiplier? Okay, wait a minute. They're not the same size. Because look, if those were the same size as the green blocks, I should have gotten negative 21,944. Okay, so hit from this into the... Well, if I hit this into the green tower, though, like, it's... So what I assume is what's going to happen is I'm going to have, like, 17 points. Yeah, I have 30, because there is a slight difference in size of the green blocks compared to the red ones. This is fucking... What, did you eyeball this? How did you make two towers that look identical, but they're not? You could have, like, select all, Control-C, Control-V, color, green. Change the variable green. Did you make an entire second tower? Like, what? There are easier ways to achieve what you're trying to do, okay? I can't figure this one out. Let's see what one of the other mini games are. We still got some more we haven't done yet. So that's deconstruct. What's fit? Grab, smash, and make the cubies fit. The goal in this game is to fit a group of cubies safely through a series of walls before time runs out. Oh, this is Super Hypercube, that fucking game that Phil Fish made for the PSN. It's like hole in the wall, but you have to like... We just... That? What am I doing? Okay, maybe I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, look, you have to... Oh, is this... Wait, there's a countdown timer. Can I just go? You hit B. Alright. So it's the opposite of hole in the wall. I thought the Super Hypercube was they give you a 3D shape and you have to, like, turn it. So it passes through. That's what I thought this was. No, that would have been too advanced. Oh, you can slim shim. Clear Black. Clear Black. About the game we just played prior to this one. Clear Black has given us some trivia that has no bearing on what we just saw. But fun fact: the South Tower of the World Trade Center was 6 feet shorter than the North Tower. Again, that doesn't. I'm sure that has no bearing on what we were just fucking around with on the previous game. Okay, I get it. So you just smash them. Okay. So this is... I've been working on the railroad. I mean, I kind of don't even need to be doing that, right? I can just do this. I don't even need to flatten them, because we can just go like... Right? Yeah. Oh, wait, we do gotta flatten them. It do go down. Okay, we got... Oh, it even says up at the top, it says wall 2 of 4. Yeah, I'm not very smart. Nice physics, dude. I mean, I probably still don't need to flatten them, though, right? I can probably still get away with... Yeah, see? There we go. you can also pick up more than one. I mean, kind of. This is an interesting, like, it's an interesting geometry puzzle. I'll give him that much. You don't have to flatten any of these pieces, though. Like, that was a waste of time. That was bad for speedrunning. What the fuck is this? Do I have to get rid of the red block, or, like, what's... Do I not want the red one? No, I do want the red one. Okay, so we want the red ones. Okay, so the red one's fine where it is. All the previous games have taught me that the red shapes are bad shapes. And I don't want them. Okay, I mean, if this was a ball... Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me, man. This is a really weird kind of puzzle. I mean, I get it. Obviously, you guys probably get it too. It's something that kind of, you just understand it from looking at it, but... This is a weird implementation of something to put the Rubik's name on. You think when the guy who made the cube, you know, back in whenever, half a century ago, do you think he, like, foresaw this? He's like, no, I just made a thing where you turn it. Nobody can figure it out. What's a video game? Ah, see, I figured you could probably do that. You can hold it. Oh, I see what this is too. They thought they would throw a curveball at me. They think I can't figure this out. They must have amnesia. They forgot that I'm him. Easy. The creator's name was Erno Rubik, and you keep reading his name as Emo. Well, until you pointed that out, I thought you said Emo Rubik in chat because I'm looking at the text and it's that big. Meanwhile, the comedian Emo Phillips, his name is actually Emo. Okay, we got like an audio equalizer here. Oh, are the different colors like weight? Is that what they were trying to tell me? I think they are. I think the red ones are like really heavy. Probably doing this really inefficiently, but I don't care. Whoops. There's a baseball player in the 40s called Enos Laughter. Enos Slaughter. That's how, wasn't the name of the bomber that dropped the nuke on Japan? Wasn't it called the Enola Gay? Oh, come on, man. That was Enola Gay right there. Yeah, this stuff, like, Diet Tetris is a funny way of putting that. I like that. Imagine getting, like, a nuclear warhead dropped on you, and it's by the plane is called Enola Gay. I mean, I know that probably means something, but, like, it's a funny name. Oh, dude, what the... Oh, I see. I see what this is. It sucks. Look, you gotta... Right? Uh-oh. It flew next to incredibly straight. That's comedy right there. Like they won't hang on the... You guys see what I was trying to do, right? Like I was trying to hook it onto that, but... Oh, okay, wait. No, I know how to do it. You gotta watch. No, that's not. That's. I was just realizing, like, what am I gonna do with all the shit underneath it? This is a uniquely frustrating game. Like, I don't want to call it not solvable, but it's like, I don't understand how it is you would want me to do this. That can't be it, because what are you gonna do with all the... Let me see something. Is this even long enough to... I mean, no, it's not. If you laid these side by side, it wouldn't cover the gap. There'd be one little square between them. I don't know what to do. Okay, you can make them cubes again, I figured. Oh, okay, I see. You can make them, you can double, aha. See, now it's easy. I figured it out, okay? Look, that's easy. Done. You gotta tap them twice. That's literally it. Easy. Not even difficult. The problem is just that, as usual, I'm not smart. Wow, the moderator's got that one by Kazooie, huh? She must have said something really mean. Here we go, see? Nice. Lay it down. Now, just pretend I did that really fast, okay? We just have to, like... just have to lay these... have to lay those bricks down, okay? I mean, chances are, I don't think I have enough time left to, you know... Oh, motherfucker. Of course. Then you gotta load them up here. Of course. I figured it out, but like now it's just really tedious. You know, like now it's like, yeah, I get it, but it's like this is kind of lame, okay? Easy. Oh, we might. I mean, I might still be able to turn this around. This is a fucking mess. Oh, I fucked it up. I fucked it all up. Oh man, I had it going for a second there. Come on, shimmy it in. Oh, you bitch. Ah, fuck it. I was like, if that upper corner is a solution for the seventh wall, I got it right there at the end. All right, so what happens if we just if we just crank the difficulty? Let's go to 8. Let's go to 8 on hard. Oh, you gotta like, oh, dude, you have to like. No. I mean, I get it, but I don't like it. You kidding me? That won't go up there. Look, now I did it. Don't give me that bullshit. Just slide it up, slide it in there. Come on, you fucker. You fucker. Oh, nice. Nice-oo. That just, no, that's gonna get bumped. If I put it there, it's getting bumped. Oh, fuck. I'm trying to, like, stand this one up. I'm trying to, like, cram this one up into here. So it... Hang on. I've got an idea. Oh! Come on, man. It clipped the corner. Okay, what's the hardest one? What's the hardest one? What the hell? Okay, if I... My arch nemesis, 45-degree angles. I'm trying to get to, like, stat. You can see what I'm trying to do here. What am I trying to do? How am I even doing that? That's not gonna work. That's gonna hit it. Yeah, see, damn it. I see how they want me to solve this, and I'm not enthusiastic about it, is the problem. Wait a minute, that's... It's like this. Oh, I'm doing this wrong. You can, like, lay this here. This is not good for motion controls. You know, this is kind of shoddy. I think you guys can see what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to see if I can do this first little wall. And when these pieces, when they're moving, they're like almost impossible to grab. Okay. Like that. Like this. But then, like, I can't... God damn it. That's not what that's not what I'm trying to grab. For that, and then that wouldn't work either, because I was trying to, like, it doesn't really matter, because that's basically just the same as this two, you know what I mean? Yeah, you're right, there is no such thing as a good task for motion controls. There isn't one. You can, like, you can fold this out, and then you can, like, stand it? No. This. No, that probably won't work, actually. Like, they get hung up on the level geometry so easily. Whatever. You saw what I was trying to do. I don't even know what the solution is. You know what? I don't care. What was that? Fit? View. Let's go to the view. Let's look at the trees. Okay, I think this is the one I thought it was. Right. What's the number? Wait, what? Wait, do they have to be red and green? What? Hang on. I'm confused. Wait. I mean, it's just, I'm only putting yellow. Okay. '80s flame. This is the worst game ever made. Yeah, this is like a not as good Mario Galaxy. This is like if the Mario Galaxy thing really did say, "You are Mr. Gay." Oh, that's... Oh, there's numbers here. Okay, 1. Okay, wait. Okay, 4? Where's 5? Where the fuck is 5? Oh, 5 is here. Okay, so this is... Right? 5? No. Yeah. Done. Right? Done. Is there a... No. I mean, I can't change the color, right? It's not letting me change the color. If I press B, it pulls them off. Okay, let me see something real quick. Show me the tutorial again. Okay. Press the A button to select the color. How? No, A button puts them down. Unless, do I point it... Oh, is that... Hang on, am I... Oh! Okay. So you gotta... Whatever. So you have to point it, though... Well, you didn't tell me to do that! I was expecting, like, a menu or something? There, now it's done. I mean, I figured I was doing it wrong because it was yellow, but I just thought, like, they were... I thought the diagrams up top were just, like, helping me, like, put it into perspective. You may have noticed the transparent QB is also available. You can build with it, but it doesn't have a color. Oh! The Impossible Cube. You could have used white for that. Okay, so then we have to do... So it's this one. Oh, it's that guy. So then the green ones, we just fill in the rest of this, and that should be it. Right? No. 4. Ah, shit. I did it wrong. What the... No, I hit... Oh, wait, so you... Oh, so you have to... You can't just pick colors off the blocks you've put down. It has to be somebody in the background. On a scale from 1 to 10, how much does this qualify as shovelware? Is 1 shovelware? Is 10 Super Mario Galaxy and 1 is shovelware? This is like a 2.5. You know? Maybe 3 if I'm being generous. Where you throw the cubes, that's okay. You see how this is like not floating with the menu though? That kind of looks like shit. Oh, dude, you gotta... that's too much. No. You gotta be very careful, because, like, that you looking at... You combining these too much, you're gonna get an accidental swastika. That's how you do it. Oh, so 10 is maximum shovelware? This is like an 8. You know? Like an 8. But I put it there. It's no Billy Witch Doctor broomstick racing. Okay, so if you go like that. So you can... This has to be... God damn it. That's got to be blue. It's like, I can visualize this in my head. I can see the solution in my head. It's just like, this is a very cumbersome way of doing it. And it kind of sucks. I got it. Okay, well let's just tempt fate. Let's go straight to 20. How hard could it possibly be? It's kind of like Sudoku in a weird way. You know, it's like if you look at number 1, the yellow block has to be here. Okay, when you look at 4, it's got to be, so it's got to be here. You know what I mean? Because you look at 1, and there it's in the 3rd row. It's in the 3rd there on 4 too. And then we probably need, so the blue one has to be here, but it's actually got to be in the very back on 4 there. So now we've got 1, and I assume 5 looks correct. Yeah, 5's fine. Who cares? So then, if we're looking at 4, the green cube goes here, and it goes up 3, and then the white cube goes 4 all the way. See, it's not hard, but it's really, these controls really aren't good. Oh, that's right. No, it's not right. I did the... Oh, fuck. See, I did this one wrong. Because the controls suck. There, now it's right. What do you mean it's wrong? That's right! Oh, no, this has to go... Yeah, see, I'm not very smart. Okay, see? Dr. Sudoku for the... Dude, Dr. Sudoku for the Game Boy Advance is total trash. I guess if you really, really like Sudoku, you know, maybe that could be your thing, but... No. The time cube is all-knowing. Yeah, it is! Alright, let's go straight to the very, very final puzzle. How big... Uh-uh. I mean, I could figure this out. Obviously... Let me see something real quick. Okay, that's what I thought. You can do that. You can make little... I am not even going to... I'm not even going to try to solve that, okay? We will be here the entire rest of the stream. All right, sounds good, Eric. I got it going. I'll be free tomorrow. I actually already have some of that stuff charged. Okay, what else we got? We got switch, create. We have create and deconstruct. The yin and the yang. Let's teach cubies how things look in the real world, okay? Let's show them. Let's make them understand the concept of, like, purple. Okay, cubies are curious creatures, and they would like you to show them what things in the real world look like. Can you show the cubies what a tree looks like? Yes, okay? Absolutely. Oh, so I just get to build this. This isn't a challenge. This is just the music thing. This is just some bullshit. This is the same engine as the other thing, but we're just doing this. There's no rhyme or reason. It's just, this is just freestyle mode with, see, there you go. That's a tree. You know, I would build it out more, but you only gave me that much room to work with, okay? I taught the cubies, look, tree. Arbor? Let's see. Can you show a cube what a cloud looks like? Yep. You guys ready for this? Yeah, I'll go with that. Tell you what, I know this is a whole game about doing things in 3 dimensions, but that takes too long. So here's what we're gonna do. That's a cloud, okay? Feel me? You feel me? There, see? Easy. If you look at it from, I mean, you look at it this way, it's like, what is it? But, oh, look, there's my thing up there. That's, okay, so look, yeah. So it just has to be flat, right? Because if we do the next thing, then you're going to put it up there and no one's going to know it's not 3D. The cubies would like to know what makes you happy. Can you show them? Sure, I can show them what makes me happy. Okay, so if I turn it, where's my cloud? Where'd you put it? Where'd you put my fucking... I really thought, like, is it... Hang on, can I zoom out? Is it, like, flying around in the sky or something? Because the tree is up there. How do I... No, there's no way to... Oh, maybe you're right. Maybe it's on the world map thing. Hang on. Wait. Let me see something real quick. If we just quit, is it putting it? Okay, where is this? Oh, yeah. No, look, you're right. Look, because we made a tree right there. And then there's the... Okay, so it is doing that. Okay, shit. Let's go do this. Hey, Roxanne Wolf, what's going on? You've been here since February. You have. It's been about a year. That would make sense because you're one of the first people that tuned in when we started doing stuff on Kick. I remember that. What? You know what makes me happy? I'll tell you what makes me happy. I shouldn't mind. Why do you want to be my Kick Janny? I can't write the whole thing, but we can put a big letter C for cola. Let's see. Oh wait, no, I did that wrong. No, 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 no. We gotta do. It's gotta be white. Here we go. What? Hang on, can I not put it up in the top? Am I out of cubes? But you can let you. But I can. You know what? You raise a good point. You raise a good point, Roxanne. Here, where's the thing? Here, let me click that. How do I do this? Is this? Uh-oh. There we go. You got something for me. What did you get me? Don't make me regret asking you that question. Okay, we can't do. Okay, so we can't do the. Oh, was that the GoldenEye? Is that the decomp where you can play it on PC now? If so, I have heard about that. I haven't tried it though. I will grab that after this stream. I had one on a long time ago too. I can't remember. Yeah, maybe it was like it was the Source recreation of the GoldenEye 007 game and all the maps. It was done in Source Engine. There, look, that's a can of cola, okay? I mean, we gotta Minecraft it. We gotta condense it down. But that's what makes me happy. That is, you have to understand what cola is. Okay, when you show them what makes me sad. Would I get in trouble if I drew like the logo of the place I worked for? You know what makes me sad? What does make me sad? I don't know. How do you explain the concept of sadness? How do you convey the concept of the emotion of sadness to a bunch of stupid idiot little cubes in a 6x6 grid? How do you do that? You can't do that. You know, like that's. You know what I know? Hey, can we sadness is when you're forced to watch those shitty mobile game ads. Here's a question. I'm saying this. I'm kind of being facetious here because we're talking about happy and sad and making clouds and things that fly through the sky and stuff. You can't make any. There's no pride flags that you can make with any of these colors, is there? Because you can't do the gay one because we're missing purple. You can't do the bi one because we're missing purple. You can't do pan because we're missing. I mean, we have pink. So you can't also do bi for that. You can't do the trans flag because we don't have pink and we don't have light blue. And you can't do like the non-binary one because we don't have fucking purple. You can't do the ace one because we're missing all of the shades of gray. There's like you can't do any. So you couldn't even do any as like a joke. You know what I mean? Like it's all you did was take out purple and you fucked everything up. That's crazy. Okay, fine. What makes me sad? I mean, we could just draw a sad face. We could, but it's like. I have to think of something that like I have to this is a portrait, okay? This is also something that's just going to be floating. Okay, let me see something. Where did they put the cans of cola? Where'd you guys put those? Where did you put those? Where the clouds are up there. Okay. Are they hanging out in the background here, maybe? Where's the cola can? Where did they put that? Where did they put any of this shit? Where does this stuff appear? Because I was gonna be like, there's nothing, we can just shit post. You know, there's like nothing, there's nothing stopping us from making something that's just funny. Doesn't have to be what makes you sad. It could just be whatever. But I was trying to see, like, where did they put the cans of cola? Because there's the cloud, there's the tree. I was thinking maybe it shows up like else, but like a lot of these like just, this takes you to its own little thing. These take you to like bespoke things. Like none of these happen in this world. So I was gonna try to see like, is it on like the title screen? Maybe? No. So I was like, if they're just gonna put this shit just out here, we can just do funny things and just make it say whatever. Okay, what is number 5? Can you show the QB something that is heavy? Why is it? What do you want me to build here? Okay, fine. I'll show him something heavy. You can put Tetris. That's right. We'll go back. We'll do Tetris. That is an excellent idea, Oreo. Hang on. I gotta show them something heavy. Hang on. No. It has to be an odd numbered. This is like the worst Banjo-Kazooie nuts and bolts building. Oh my god, dude, I hate this so much. Shut up, Tommy. These levels are made by cubies. Don't make me laugh because I can't like I need complete concentration or else the cubies will die. Okay, that's not, I mean, that looks like shit. I can't like look. I can't go down. Okay, wait. I got an idea. Figured it out. Man, why is the game chugging so much, dude? If they're just cubes. It's like Minecraft, but like, look, I turn it and like, it just, you can see the frame rate just dip when I show him the elephant, okay? We're gonna leave it at that because the game is clearly dying, okay? Here, that's heavy. That's elephant. Big, it's huge. Big guy. Where did you put it? Oh, it's on the wrecking ball. He's carrying it upside down. Why did you do that? Why is it upside down? Whatever, dude. Let's just go to Switch, okay? Let's do this last little puzzle here. Select the cubies are constantly getting stuck. It's your job to free them. Make combinations of 5 or more to set them free. Yes. Point at a QB and press save. Oh, dude, is this like same game? I mean, it's kind of like same game, it's just not as good. Well done. You completed this stage. Transparent cubies cannot be switched with other cubies. They take over the color of the chain reactions that move past them. So if I put this one green and red, green, red, Okay, well, but it's done though, right? So, dude, you can't combo it. That is jank, dude. Even fucking columns let you do that. So we got red. So I want to put red there, blue, red. How? What? Do I have a limited number of... Oh, okay, I see. The background effects are really distracting. What did you do? Look at all those cubies! It's getting more crowded each day now. The cubies have prepared some special music assignments. Why? No, that's dumb. I don't want to do that. I don't want to play the music. Well, that's the first thing I unlocked? I have like one strand of hair, like right here in my face. Okay, so if I like that and I put it back, what? No, I didn't do it because the red one's still... So if I go like that, blue, yeah, okay. See, this is an interesting puzzle. So it's not really same game. I understand this. It's not the worst thing in the game, but I don't like it. It's just really jank, if I'm being polite about it. I could still turn that around. What? No, I'm fucking that up. I don't think I had enough switches to do that. This is less like a, I don't know. It's you have to well, you don't have to do it fast though, right? Because this would just, I can do that. No, they do disappear. So you have to, god damn. Oh, well, that's no good. If it activates and waits for you to like add to it until you move everything where it needs to go, then that would be one thing, but you have to like anticipate it and then throw the blocks down as you go, and that's no bueno. It's like, I understand how to do this. Because there's only 6 white blocks, so unless those are transparent. I don't know, or are they trying to tell me those are transparent blocks? There's no way to... Okay. Ah, shit, I started it off. God damn it. This. Okay, now if I... Oh, well, that's not gonna work, though, because now I don't have any more moves. Motherfucker! If I threw a red there and I could have... Whatever, I'm not having fun. I'm not having fun, John Rubix, whatever your name is. Okay, what have we done it? Okay, view. We did that one. Switch, we're doing that one. Create. That was the OG cube. That's the music zone. We did guide. We did fit. We did deconstruct. Let's, you know what? We got a couple more minutes. Is there anything? Okay, what is this? That's all the options you get. Just gonna see if there was like one that we. We'll build something that makes us sad. Oh, we unlocked more things. All right. So the yellow piece in Tetris is one of those. We got that. The green piece. Now this one makes me unhappy. I don't like these ones. Now, unfortunately, we don't have the other color, so I guess we could just do like one of these. That's all of them, right? Oh, no. No, wait. The light blue one is the T piece. And we're out of colors. I guess we can go like that, I guess. That's it. That's the best I could do. I'm out of blocks. They capped me. They cut me off. That's what makes me sad is Tetris, which is canon because every time I've tried to play Tetris the Grandmaster on this channel, it kicks my ass. Cubies can fly, but can you show them something that flies in the real world? So this is they want me to make a big plane. Now see, do we do that or do we do something funny? Gave me a bunch of. I mean, they did give me a bunch of pieces. Okay, I tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna make a masterpiece. Okay. This is gonna be it. This is gonna be the last thing. I know exactly what to show them. No, we're not doing a magic carpet. We're doing something better. I promise. Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts version fucking 0.1. I feel like if Kazooie was actually playing this, she would just have the most heinous, hateful things to say about this game. What's that Kazooie asking in chat? Tell them, Draco, tell them how you bypassed GDQ donations to get me. Yeah, I just, I found out who made that for the GDQ, and then, I just paid that person. I was like, hey, I don't like charity, but you make another one, I'll pay you. Nobody can turn down, look at this. Oh my god, dude, RTX is struggling with this fucking blimp. You know, the Goodyear blimp is just destroying this thing. As you can say, it's a bad year then. Hell, I don't know. I can't, oh my god, dude, this is so, like, you can't. I'm just trying to, do blimps have a thing on the back? I don't think they do. I don't care. Why it just chugs so it just this is such a shitty game. All right, there. Blimp. And did you put that flying around in the sky? Why would you do that? You asked me to make clouds. This is gonna be at odds with the clouds. I don't see it. I don't see my thing. I don't see my Goodyear blimp. Is this gonna be flying around back? Let's see. Show them what I admire. Oh my god, this is a big... Why would you, like, that's not fun, though. Because it clearly, this game clearly cannot take... I put, like, 60 blocks down to make the blimp, and the game is like, oh, you want me to do 100? You give me 100 maximum blocks. Oh, look, no, look, they're carrying the cola can. There it is. They're walking it around. That's what makes me happy. What about the thing that pisses me off? What about the sad thing? Where'd you put that? I wonder if those guys carry that back and forth. Maybe they carry the happy thing and come back with the sad thing, maybe, because we didn't make one of them. So they weren't carrying that one around. Maybe they were trying to carry the sad thing, you know what I mean? Or maybe they don't. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just stupid. I just want to see where they would show that off. I have no idea. Why is there a retry option on, like, the free build mode? Why is... what, in case I fuck it up? Okay, so there's nothing we didn't do, and I can't rotate the thing here. So we're gonna let's just cut our losses. Let's just end on time. Before I do that, though, there's one last thing I got to do. Best banger on the way right here, okay? Absolute banger. Bangers only. Turn that off. All right. Oh, hang on. Nope, I gotta... I forgot about that. If I let the capture card go to a black screen, it gets really unhappy with me that I'm like, oh, what have you done? It shows like a really weird color bar. Okay, there. And I fixed my audio settings so I won't forget. Right. Okay, so we can get a rundown. That was Rubik's World. I can do a quick, a quick recap of things here. I figured this was going to be a one-off stream. This is Patreon money, by the way. I picked this up. God, when did I get this? I got this a long time ago. I remember at there's a place here in Corpus Christi called Tronics. It's a video game store, and they have a loyalty rewards program. Every dollar you spend at the store gives you like 1 point, or it's either 1 point for every penny or something. It's something like that. For every dollar you spend, you get a certain amount of points. And they would do a thing where like Tuesdays or Thursdays, they would get double points or whatever. So it's effectively it's whatever you just paid for, double it. And when I was working part-time, we were just doing, when I had like multiple days off in the week, I would just go up there on a Tuesday and save up my money, and I would spend I would just buy like $100 some odd of just like dumb shit. Some of it to stream, some of it because I wanted to collect it, knowing that like I was going to get double points and all that stuff, and then I could save up, and then once you get like a ridiculous amount of points, like 5,000 some odd points or whatever, or 5,500, you get like a $50 off coupon on whatever it is you want. So I would just nickel and dime them with all kinds of shit like this, and then walk out of there with like fucking Game Challenge CX for the Game Boy DS or whatever. I think I botched both the name of the game and the system. It's Retro Game Challenge for the Nintendo DS, based on Game Center CX, the Japanese TV show. But like, yeah, I would just do stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure I paid like $6 or $7 for this. And this was like in a stack of shit that I just got. And I used like Patreon money for that. And then I was to fill out the collection for potential stream fodder, and then at the same time, if there was like a big ticket item, either something for my collection or something that like I wanted to get for the stream, like a console or something like that, then I could just use the big the big whammy coupon on that, and then pay more Patreon money. And then when you use your coupon, whatever you do pay, you still get points on that. So if I show up on a Tuesday and throw down my big spender coupon and I pay the difference, they still give me double points. Okay. So, anyways, Rubik's World. What a weird fucking game. Is this the Banjo-Kazooie font on the thing? I think that is. Like, that looks like the... It looks like the Banjo... Is that it? It kind of does look like... I don't know. I feel like I've seen those letters before. The shape of them. They put, like, an embossed effect on it, but I think that is what that is. Do I have something behind me that has that logo on it? Oh, I had the license plate, but I moved it over to it's over in the kitchen now. Whatever. Anyways, I guess obviously I guess the standout thing on this, the standout little mini game is the one where it's like Boom Blocks, and it's just a worse version of Boom Blocks. So if you wanted to play something like that, just go play Boom Blocks. This is where you throw the cube and you knock them down. On the Boom Blocks game, there's all the different modes you can play, and then there's certain... It's kind of the same thing where it's like, the blue and green ones, those give you points, and the red, orange, and yellow ones, those take away points, and the white ones don't do anything. Boom Blocks is kind of the same thing. They do have, like, neutral blocks, and ones that are worth points, and ones that are not worth points, and ones that you will get, like, a ·2 multiplier for everything you knock off in this turn, and stuff like that. They got ones that explode, hence the name Boom Boom Blocks. So there's more to do there. Hell, even the Nerf End Strike minigame has more to do, where you just like shoot the blocks and some of them are bombs. You know what I mean? This one is somehow worse than all of that. It's not even... Boom Blocks is the whole game is that. So that's why that one's better. And then the Nerf End Strike one, that is just a minigame within the game. And this is a collection of minigames. The Nerf End Strike thing is specifically the first-person on-the-rails shooter, and the box thing is just a side... It's like a side distraction that you can play with if you want to. So that's not even, like, part of the experience. This, it actually... I don't know. This is in the middle somewhere. This should be better than End Strike, but not as good as Boom Block. Instead, it's at the very bottom. It's not very good. The rest of the puzzles, the one where you put the little pads down, it's like Lemmings. It was more like... I guess it was more like Choo Choo Rocket, wasn't it? It was more like that. Because the AssArt game from the Famicom that we were talking about is really simplistic. It's left or right. And it doesn't, every time you go left and this thing flips, and the next time the character will go right, and there's only one thing to do. So this is like an advanced version of that. It's like Choo Choo Rocket, I guess. That's fine. It's not a particularly good version of it. I think even in Choo Choo Rocket, you can rotate the pieces, can't you? Like this, I don't know. Those puzzles, I'm not big on that. What else do we have? The music thing, that's nothing. The free build mode is fine, but both of those things are not necessarily mini games. They're not challenges. They're not puzzles. They tell you to do something, you just do it. The music one is exceptionally terrible because it's like that is just a terrible interface for trying to compose anything. And they give you 5 instruments, and none of them are the barking dog from Mario Paint. 0 out of 10. All right. The one where you move them around and you have to like do the hole in the wall and like dodge the wall. I like that. It's fine, but I feel like there's only so many things you can do with that, given that you're just moving boxes around. I feel like we played like 3 or so levels of that, and I was like, that's probably the most you could do with this, which is cubes as the shape. You know what I mean? It's not like a rag doll where you could like pose it like the hole in the wall game show. This is just stacking boxes around. And maybe they could give you different like a shape, like this is kind of like, you know what I mean? And stack it up like that. There was that one thing I thought it was the Super Hypercube, whatever, where it was. I guess that kind of was the one where they had you put it in open space, and it's like from perspective 1 it has to look like this, and from perspective 4, and you know like that. That's kind of what it was. That's really Super Hypercube is a combination of the hole in the wall and for the different angles, because in that game they give you like a thing and you can like rotate the You know what I mean? On its axes, 90 degrees at a time, and it has to fit through the hole in the wall that's approaching. I really thought that's the game we were gonna get. Instead, we got like the weird version of like not quite on both sides of the fence. So we got that. The one where you were am I forgetting one? Am I forgetting one? Hang on. What are the different game modes? Let me read it real quick. Oh, the Switch one where you put it down and you have to get 5 in a row. No, that one was crap. That was not particularly engaging. That was a weird one where you had to like you had to anticipate the combos and like get ahead of the game. And I will say though, I'll give them credit for putting a 3D Rubik's cube in it. And they didn't just give you the 3x3. They gave you the 2x2 stupid cube, and they also gave you the 4 and the 5 ones as well. So that is a plus. You know, I appreciate that. Because when I saw that they were like fiddling with the name of the game and they dropped the word puzzle from the title before release, I got the impression they did that because they didn't have the Rubik's cube on it, and putting puzzle, like I said, puzzle in the title would make you think it wasn't on there, and then people wouldn't buy it because like, oh, I want this thing, I want to do this virtually. So it's nice that they did that, you know, and it's maybe motion controls are not the most ideal way to do the Rubik's cube, but whatever. Quick anecdote, funny story. I maybe told you this story before, but when I this was a very long time ago. When I was in high school, just out of high school, this is like 20 plus years ago, I went to New York City and did some sightseeing, and I went to the FAO Schwartz, the toy store there, and great place. A lot of fun stuff to do. The big keyboard from the movie Big was still there. And one of the things they did, like they had a huge selection of toys there, all kinds of really funny, crazy, zany shit. And one of the things I got is I actually got one of the 2x2 Rubik's Cubes. And it was specifically like 5 of the sides were neon pink and 1 side was neon green. And I brought that for Steel Pinata, who was here a couple weeks ago. We were doing Ominous Horizons. I got him that as a gift. I was like, hey, look, it's the Rubik's Cube with the R slur that I probably shouldn't say on Twitch. Haha. And we, you know, messed with that around. And then when he moved away after, this was after college and all that stuff, he actually moved away for a while. He gave me that cube. And he was like, hey, you know, we played around with this. This is something to kind of remember me by. You know, here you can have the little Rubik's Cube you got me. So I had it back. And I took it with me when I worked in IT. And it was on, like, it was in my cubicle, ironically. And it was just like on, you know, on my desk with all my shit, because I had a couple little things. I had like a little figurine of like Mordecai from regular show, and I had a couple little toys in my workstation to kind of jazz up the place. And I came into work one day and I saw my fucking Rubik's cube was in pieces on my desk, and I'm like, what the fuck? What is this shit? And nobody, not a single person in that department would tell me what happened to that Rubik's cube. Meaning that, like, there was multiple people. It's not like, it was like the low wall cube farms, where when you stand up from your desk, you can see everybody else, you know? It wasn't like the full-size things where it's almost like a nice little thing of privacy. You can see everybody. Even when you're sitting down, you can see everybody, okay? So somebody broke my fucking Rubik's Cube, either because, like, they dropped it and it just hit the corner and just broke apart, or they were too dumb to figure out the 2x2 cube were 5 of the sides of the same fucking color, and they broke it and got mad and then left it on my desk. I have no idea. Bunch of idiots at that place anyways. And it doesn't surprise me they couldn't figure out a Rubik's Cube. Anyways, that said, Rubik's World. Would I recommend Rubik's World? Probably not, because you can get a copy of Boom. I was going to say, if you like the throw the cube at the thing mini game, it's just like a $5 game. For that, yeah, I guess it's worth $5. You know, it's a neat little, the artwork is neat. It has a distinct look to it. The music and sound effects sucks, but like throwing the cubes at the other cubes is fun. But then I realized Boom Blocks sold 1 million fucking copies, and that is also a $5 game, and it is 5 times the game as this game. So no, there's really no reason to do the Rubik's Cube, because even this, you can buy one of these, they sell these at Walmart, a real one, and you can just get that for like, you know, like $6 or something, like $8. It's something. It's in the same ballpark of $5. Is their price tag still on this? No, but like The real deal is the same price as this, and it's a better investment because it's tangible. Because trying to do that with the motion controls is not fun. So unfortunately, there's no reason to own this, because anything that's good about it, i.e. the Boom Blocks minigame or the Rubik's Cube that's virtual on the game, is outclassed by something else that is the exact same price. So I guess I can't, I don't hate it, but there's really no reason to buy it. So it's really a lack of recommendation. If you're at the video game store and you want Boom Blocks and they don't have it, but they have this, and you're fine with that, sure. But if they have both games, there's no reason to get this one. You know, if they have both games and mom says you can only get one, you don't need this one. yeah. Buster Keaton rules is right. Trying to do anything with motion controls is not fun. I really think the Wii was at its peak. It did tennis. It did that fine, you know. And so baseball is the same motion. That's fine. It did golf, which is also the same motion, but just turned 90 degrees. And it did bowling, which is just golf, but not as fast. It did those things really well, which if you break it down is the same one motion, just laterally. You know what I mean? That's all it is. Everything else was kind of dog shit. I guess ostensibly maybe first-person shooters as well too. There is a port of the arcade game Ghost Squad, Sega's Ghost Squad for the Wii, which is fine. It's serviceable. Weirdly, they didn't put Time Crisis on the Wii. I don't think they did. That would have been great, because that even has the fucking all the buttons. You know, when you can where it says action, you can hold out the button to like pop out from cover. It's right there, and then you have the trigger right here. That they could have done that. I don't think they did. Or maybe they did do that and I'm stupid. Anyways, that's all the time I got for you on Gatorbox tonight. Thank you for coming out. I really appreciate it. Thank you for hanging out, spending your Friday night. Have a fantastic weekend ahead. I'll see you guys in the Discord in the meantime. I did have a milestone video up on the YouTube channel. It is our 2000th video, approximately. I talked a little bit about the history of the channel and kind of my philosophy on why it's been around for so long and why I still do it, and why nothing bad has ever happened to the channel. There's a little bit about that there, in case you want to hear more about it. I figured I did a milestone video for 1,000 videos. I was like, I'll do one for 2,000 as well. And I don't really have anything new to say, but let's go with that. Up ahead, Steamroll. Steamroll is the first renders of the show are done. You can see them in the Discord right now. They're unlisted videos on Cola Incorporated. There's the up and down TikTok version, and then there's the horizontal version. So I will say, I know that when you watch the 16:9 version, it starts out and it looks like this. There's a payoff for that. The gag is that the letterboxing opens up and it reveals the entire frame. So I just want to let you guys know that ahead of time, that I didn't fuck up the uploads. It's supposed to look up and down for like the first like 25 seconds. That's a thing. Anyways, you can watch those there if you haven't seen them yet. I'd like your feedback. It's pretty close to done. All the assets are there, and there might still be some stuff to tweak. I know the up and down vertical version, there are some audio blips. I can't really fix that. Part of the problem is that in the up and down video, there's a hard limit of 180 seconds. So I deliver the lines faster, and I cut some of the things out. And and some of the video clips play at like 110, 112% speed. So it's imperceptible to you that I'm talking any faster, like artificially. But my video editor, it doesn't handle percentages like that very well. It'll play the video fine, but when I try to make a cut, it'll sometimes blip the audio around those cuts, and it's like whack-a-mole. I can't fix it because the clip itself is playing at a slightly accelerated rate, and it doesn't like that. So there's a couple of blips there, but the long version is fine because there's no such clips. So you can check those out. If there's no major feedback, I'll probably have them up by next week, and we'll make a thing out of it. I'm really excited for it. I'm proud of getting it done because I feel like I've gotten something done. So the other stuff for the purple set, Articles of Conflagration, we had that garage sale earlier this month and got all that shit cleaned out. I just have to do some rearranging of all the new floor space we have downstairs in the garage, and I can start moving stuff in. I'm just short the desk. I have everything that goes on the desk. I just don't have the desk, and I need the sign that hangs on the wall. And that's really it. So I got that, and I'll be able to put those orders in. And in the meantime, Steamroll will pick up. So there's, it seems like a lot of projects are now moving all at once, which is unfortunate because I was doing Steamroll because this other thing was taking too long. So we'll just see how it goes. But anyways, I won't keep you guys any longer. Thank you for coming out. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the Discord in the meantime. Sleep well. Have a fantastic weekend. I'll see you guys back here next week for Game Hell, as well as an unbox for something, I'm sure. So anyways, here's the credits, and I'll see you guys later. Good night.